Welcome to Crit Starters, where the dice roll high and every decision could lead to legendary triumph or epic failure. Join our cast as we weave tales of adventure, intrigue, and unimaginable wonder through 6 thrilling one-shots. Each one-shot is a unique story unto itself, with a tapestry of diverse characters, treacherous challenges, and hidden mysteries waiting to be unraveled. From ancient ruins shrouded in mist to bustling cities teeming with secrets, our heroes will face the unknown and forge their own destinies. Today, I, Gabby, your host and main dungeon master, have some of my brilliant friends joining me at the table. My dear friend and co-producer Jay, and some of our other incredibly talented friends. But Crit Starters isn't just about those of us sitting at the table. It's about you, the Crit Crew, becoming a part of the adventure. After the dust settles and the final dice are rolled, the power will be in your hands. All of our one-shots will tie into one epic mini-campaign where you will decide which of our valiant heroes from each of our tables will join us for the final leg of our first journey together, where their story will continue and the stakes will be raised even higher. So, grab your lucky dice, settle in, and prepare to be captivated by a world where imagination reigns supreme, and the only limit is your own courage. Now, with all that being said, join us at the table, and let's get Crit started. Is everyone ready?
I think so.
Amazing. All right, so let's get started. You wake up to another beautiful day in Tavira, the capital of the kingdom of Astray. As you rub the sleep away from your eyes, the events of the night before come flooding back to your mind. You're in a room in an inn called the Three-Headed Dog in the Lighttown neighborhood of the city. You rented a room for the night, and how you got there is unfortunately evading you in this moment, hiding behind the visions of your still-fading dreams. Looking around the room, you get your bearings, but you find a strange note nailed to the inside of your door. You could have sworn you locked the door before you fell asleep last night, and yet, there it is. Catless, how do you react to finding this note?
I quickly put my sheath on that has my dagger. I'm not necessarily alarmed by it, just because I am used to people getting in and out of things very easily and very quickly. However, I do want to make sure that I am alert and ready to go, just in case whoever did sneak into my room has more nefarious ideas. I wouldn't say I'm alarmed in this moment. Intrigued, vaguely annoyed, but not alarmed. But I always...
Yeah, and with your passive perception, it doesn't seem like anyone is still in the room.
well,
it was very much a go in, put this note somewhere super obvious where the intended receiver would not miss it, and get out.
Yeah, that sounds good for them. Because if I did catch them still in my room, they wouldn't be living. So, yeah, probably safer for them that they did get in and out. But whatever. Do I open this note? Do I follow it?
That's up to you.
There could be money involved. I open it. I read it. I follow it.
All right. So with that, we are going to move over to, you know what? Let's let the dice decide who reacts next. Debbie.
Okay, so Debbie is going to wake up and just kind of look around very confusedly. If I when I look around the room, do I see that like any items I had with me the last time I'm remembering are with me?
Yep, everything else in the room is untouched.
Okay. So I'm gonna go over to my pack and I'm going to open it. I'm gonna take out one of my I have a box of cookies and I'm just gonna
Mhm.
take that. I'm gonna eat a cookie, just go, okay, Debbie, you can figure this out. And then I'm going to notice the note on the door and I'm going to cautiously approach it and kind of grab the note off the door and step back.
Mhm.
And then open the note to read it.
All right, amazing. Yeah, so I'm gonna read the note for all of you at the same time, which is why we're jumping around a little bit. Kind of just talking over the table. And we'll roll the dice again, see who our third is. Ophelia.
Okay, I'm gonna wake up, wipe the sleep out of my eyes,
Mm-hmm.
just take a second to look and just remember where I am. And I'm gonna see the note, and I think very, very cautiously grab the nearest thing I can as a possible weapon just to be extra careful.
Yeah, of course.
Slowly as humanly possible, move towards the note and open it.
And so you do. All right, finally. And Anthony, I'm gonna ask you to help me with the pronunciation of your character's name. I would love
No.
to not mess it up on my first try.
No problem. I think since they're waking up, they're probably not in clown mode, so they're just gonna
Mm-hmm.
go by Sunny. That's their real
All right.
legal name.
All right, so we're going
Yep,
legal name versus stage name kind of
exactly.
deal.
Yep.
All right, amazing. So, Sunny, how do
Yes.
you react to this note?
Um, so Sunny, wakes up, they scratch their head's pounding from last night. They don't remember drinking any wine. What's wine? Might have been one glass, two or three. But, things happen like that. And they read the note a little perplexed, thinking about how to analyze this. You know, first they shake their head. Out of curiosity, has the note been posted any? Hi, cat. Has the note been
This is
posted
the younger one I
anywhere?
was mentioning. He's never been this brave before. Bubba,
Hmm?
come here.
Hello.
No, I know you don't like being held, but you also can't jump on my table like that.
Hi, kitty.
Okay, I'm gonna set you free. Down here. Off you go. You have toys down here. Go find those. Sorry.
It's all good. Yeah, so Sonny, after mulling a bit, he decides, well, this sounds like an adventure. All right. I'll take a shower and get my best look on. And yeah, we'll go from there.
And an adventure is absolutely what this sounds like. So, if we're thinking about this scene cinematically, we've gone visually from room to room, and now we have all four of you in your four different corners of the screen, all in whatever manner you've just expressed to me. Open the note and read the following. Dear mighty adventurers, your reputation precedes you, and you will find that it is to your benefit. Your assistance and presence is humbly requested by Lord Damon Beaumont of Tavira. This is a very important task, and you will be handsomely paid for its completion. For further information and to accept, please come to the Beaumont House in Blackwell Bridge. Signed, Arthur Florent, Beaumont Chief of Staff. So, what's the plan, gang?
I'm going because usually when I get notes like that, there's usually money involved somewhere and on the other side. So I'm going.
Sonny's already formulating puns based on Lord Damon Bonemont's name, as he's going to insist on calling him until he gets him in trouble. Uh, and he's thinking, all right, I can use some coin. Oh, we'll see what funny stories we learn along the way, or make. Hopefully, I don't get ran out of town this time. But yeah, so Sunny's gonna. Do they have showers in this inn, or is that like too far in the future?
I would say that's a little too far in the future. You do have like
Like a bathhouse or
a
something?
bath.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's gonna run a bath first. Because that clown makeup get a little greasy on the face. Don't want to put it on a,
Mm.
face right after he wakes up. And yeah, he's gonna get himself prepped. He's gonna go draw a bath, and then he's gonna get into clown mode because he cannot.
Amazing.
Yep. Because if he's gonna be on Adventure, he has to be in his peak performance as Pokio Choice Hilarious.
Debbie's definitely gonna go. She reads the note and she gets really really excited because this is one of her chances. She's like she finally gets an opportunity to kind of prove herself a little bit. So she immediately starts like packing up all of her things, making sure she has all of her stuff. And then she gets to the door. She very dramatically just goes and then like heads out the door.
Ophelia's gonna grab everything she can, if money's involved, and run out that door. Barely needs any prep. She's just ready to go.
Incredible. And as you all open the door, again, because anything can happen. This is a wild adventure you're about to be put on. You all open the door at the same time and meet in this hallway of this tavern and see that the three other complete and total strangers who opened the door at the exact same time as you are holding a note that looks suspiciously similar to the one you also hold in your hand.
Hell no. Hell no.
Debbie immediately clocks this and she starts going, "Did you guys all get notes too?"
What a funny coincidence. I did. And, Sunny holds up the note. Says, this reminds me of the last time I was in a little city called Quahog. There was a bear and a trapeze, and a long story, I'll tell you later. But
I'm very excited to hear that story.
I usually work alone, so this is interesting.
oh, your first time with a troop? Well, come on down. Just let me get in character real quick. I'm gonna hit the bats and take care of all this. And Sunny gestures to the little bit of reddish orange stubble they got crawling across the chin, and their big messy frizzy long curly mane of bright red orange hair.
Why don't you all take a trip down to the bathhouse and then, while you're gone, I'll take care of this job myself. How about that?
Wait. No. I want to come. I'm ready to go right now. Hi, I'm Debbie.
Oh, nice to meet you. And Sunny slaps and shakes your hand. Sunny Pizza Valley. So soon I'll be in my true form, Pokio the Choice Hilarious, aspiring world famous clown of the Clown Authority, Ordo Comicus. But right now I'm not in character, so I think I would like to bathe.
Catless. My friends call me Cat if I had any, so Catless is fine.
Ooh,
Ophelia
who's
Gold
Itzy
Note.
Giddy? Ah, Ophelia Gold Note. Are you perchance by any persuasion, Ophelia, a bard? That sounds like a very bardy name.
I am. I grew up in a family of them.
Ah, excellent. I grew up in a family of clowns and jesters.
That's
Not
so
really,
exciting.
but-
A whole family.
Absolutely. It gets really loud at night, One starts honking and the other starts honking. It's very contagious.
I just have my mom.
Yeah.
And my Emerald Enclave Junior Troop. That's currently just me. We did have one member before, but then my mom got divorced, so he had to leave. But that's okay. I have three potential new members right here. Does anyone want any cookies? I normally sell them, but for friends.
Oh, well. I will not say no, especially if they're poisoned. My favorite flavor.
Definitely not poison, I promise.
Oh,
Made
well.
with all natural ingredients in my house.
Ah,
I made the box myself.
I turn to Ophelia Goldnote and I just go, "Hey, don't usually like to work with other people, but seems like you and I may be kind of similar and
Yeah.
kind of weird." Want to get out of here?
Honestly, I'm down.
I'm thinking like 70-30.
We can discuss it on the way.
Tokyo sees these two rapscallions just conspiring. One's over, puts a hand on each shoulder, like, oh wow, what are we doing over here, huh? We're having a little gaggle, a little ha ha hee ho.
Take your hand off my shoulder, or I will take this wing and puncture your throat.
Ooh, who's an edgy little kitty?
I like you.
My my black my black velvet and very shiny metallic blue wings just start to outstretch behind me.
Tokyo will relinquish the hand, like Sunny, because they're not in costume. Like, all right, point taken.
Thank you, funny boy.
I'm just saying, we all got a note. We're all an aspiring troop now. We don't have to like it, but we gotta learn to love it.
How many others do you think got this note?
What a funny question. Well, there's the four of us here. Four is usually a pretty good rounded square number. There may be others if it's from some type of lord. Probably has a few different, parties they put together in case one falls.
What I'm saying is, maybe it's first come, first serve. So either we keep standing around here or we allow other people to wake up, find their notes, and then they take the opportunity to make a quick buck.
Alright, that's a good idea. I guess I'll just do a little quick magic batch with some thaumaturgy, then I'll put my stuff together. So yeah, Sunny's gonna run into the bathroom, close the door, and you just hear a loud, rambunctious hooting and hollering of odd sounds you didn't think possible. The sounds of like chickens squawking, honking, loud smashing, all types of cartoony haha sounds. And
yeah, I'm imagining like the car horn, the screeching cat, car crash.
Somehow Bunny Hill is also playing in the background.
Exactly.
Oh, absolutely.
And can I upload? And what comes out? Before you saw a slightly disheveled red-headed dwarf. Now you still see a dwarf, but they are in full Jester regalia, wearing. I put a little picture in the chat in case anyone wants to see. Sorry, that's them without their makeup. Let me put in the other one just for our.
We love a curly-headed king.
Yep. Yeah, so the first one is them non-makeup, and the second one is them. I made this with Hero Forge just for posterity's sake.
Amazing.
So yeah, here is no longer Sunny Pizzarella. This is Pukio the Thrice Hilarious. That means he's 3 times as funny. And yeah, full Jester regalia, the jangly collar and stuff in red, greens, orange, and blues. He's got his big old funny tri-corner hat and his Jester's makeup. I don't know if we want to, show this to the screen or whatnot, but
I have
Oh, you'll just like edit something in? Okay.
Yeah, I do the character profiles in post.
Perfect.
So the audience will see any pictures that you send to me of your characters.
Okay. Cool. Oh, nice. There's Katniss.
And as we go, I will try my best to send photos of the NPCs as well, so that you all can have an idea of exactly who you're talking to.
Sounds good. So,
especially because I'm still working on being able to differentiate on voices, so sometimes they sound quite similar.
I try to do character voices just to help differentiate in character out of character. I'm not trying to win any Broadway Grammy Awards or whatever, so.
Hey, this is episode 3 of a D&D podcast that pretty much no one knows about. I'm not worried.
Mood. So yeah, eventually the door slowly creaks open, steam flows out, and before you is the very colorful, very clowny, very hilarious, no longer Sunny. They introduce themselves with a dramatic bow and pull out a rubber chicken. Salutations, my funny bunny friends. It is I, the great Pokio the Choice Hilarious. You can call me Pokey, you can call me Hillary, but don't call me Shirley or I'll sue.
Debbie's gonna go up and just be like, "Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Debbie."
Oh, nice to meet you. And Pokio again grabs her hand with a handshake. and you see Pokio just like jump and shock. It's like, oh, sorry, I put the buzzer on myself this time.
Debbie's just really excited to have gotten 2 handshakes in one day.
Ophelia's gonna look at Catless and just roll her eyes as far back as they can go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hold on. Sorry, pause for animal drama.
No problem.
Marcy, he is not going to jump on you. It is okay. Okay, but Jack, I'm not loving that you're standing inside of my dice tray. That is a little inconvenient, I'll admit, my good sir.
I hope they don't think it's kitty litter tray.
No, he doesn't. He's a smart boy. All right, so are we all
You're now all ready. Well, I'm
heading
ready.
out?
Yeah. Pokey's ready to go.
Amazing.
Yep, Debbie's just excitedly following along.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible. So you exit out of this tavern / inn into the bustling city. Even though it's still fairly early in the morning, early bird catches the worm. So the streets are pretty crowded at this point in the day already, and you make your way through the bustling city over the Feora River that cuts the city in half, essentially. Navigate through the Blackwell neighborhood, and you find the place that was mentioned in the note that you found on your door this morning. It's Blackwood House. Or, not Blackwood House, sorry, Beaumont House. It's a fairly large residence in the area, constructed with lightly colored stones, dark wood trim, and you approach the door, but before you even get a chance to knock, it slowly opens to reveal a medium-height human man. Appears to be in his mid to late 50s. Graying blonde hair, brown eyes, fairly formally dressed. And when I get a second, I'll send that picture in the chat. But he opens the door. Hello. The master is expecting you. I'm Arthur Florent, Chief of Staff for the Lord Beaumont residence here in Taviera. Please wipe your feet as you enter, and then you may follow me to the drawing room.
I purposely put my foot into the ground on the other side of this pathway that is covered in mud, and then walk right into the
And as you do, he notices, does a little swirl of his hand. Your shoe is clean before your foot even reaches the ground.
So why ask us to wipe our feet?
Well, it's out of common courtesy, but if you're going to be a dick about it, I am going to remedy the situation.
Debbie
I
has
like
been
this
wiping
one.
her feet on the welcome mat that entire time.
As Pokio wipes their feet on the welcome mat, it makes a strange honking sound from the oversized shoes. It's like honk, 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 honk. Oh, it's all squeaky clean.
Ophelia's gonna wipe her shoes on the door frame itself.
Oh boy, we have 2 edgy people with us today. I'll have to be careful not to cut myself and all that.
Well, luckily you two can balance us out with your optimism and cheer.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Woo! Let's go, Debbie. As we know, every comedy needs a good tragedy.
All right, so you follow him through the house into a beautiful drawing room. It's decorated in browns and golds. Large windows flood the room with natural light, which makes the golden chandelier hanging from the ceiling gorgeously useless. It doesn't do anything. It's just there to look pretty. On one of the leather sofas inside of this room sits a taller man with platinum hair, topaz eyes. He's dressed fairly casually. This is like his day off. He doesn't really have any other meetings or important business planned, so he's very casually dressed in predominantly golds, whites, and browns. This
Nice.
is Lord Damon Beaumont. Oh, hello. Thank you so much for joining me on this wonderful morning. Please sit. And he's motioning to the sofas that are in the rest of the room.
Mm-hmm.
Debbie goes over and sits right next to him on his sofa.
Pleasure to meet you.
Mm-hmm. Pokio will attempt to do a little cartwheel towards the sofa, and then stumble over the sofa and sit on it and act like they intended to do that the whole time. Like, oh, good to meet you, Lord Bonamont.
Are you
Ophelia,
all right?
Oh, yes, it's fine. Us clowns, we're all funny bones. So anything we hit, it's a little ha-ha, and we're back normal.
Yes, I should have known.
Mm-hmm.
That's on me.
I take up a full sofa.
Of course you do.
I just sit down on one side and put my boots up on the other, and just look at him and go, "So, called for a meeting?"
Yes. Again, thank you so much for your diligence in being able to meet with me so quickly and so soon. I know
nothing funny but
my
bees.
method of delivery was probably a little strange, but I really do appreciate you all being here.
I just realized I never said how Ophelia was going to sit.
I was thinking that, but I didn't want to call you out.
Maybe she's just like still standing. She's too
I
cool.
was going
Yeah.
to say she's fixated on that chandelier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I feel like Ophelia would be the type to still be standing.
Like, she's
Just
probably
based on vibes.
listening, but she's just like,
Mhm.
valuable. I need it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I need
which
to figure out how to get this out
Damon
of
would
here.
he would be completely used to.
Mm-hmm.
He is
My treasures.
very good friends with our
Yep.
other NPC family, who Jay would be familiar with, the Bluethorns, who you guys will meet
Oh,
towards the
Bluethorns.
end of our session today. But no, the patriarch of that family, Josue Bluethorn, definitely has been like, dude, why do you even have a chandelier in here? Like, it's
Someone just
stupid.
for the
Pretty.
clarification.
Style.
There are so many lamps in here, and yet there's natural light. It does not make sense. So he's been ribbed
Style.
on for his interior design choices. You're probably all wondering why I brought you here today. And this isn't going to sound as important as it actually is, and I'm willing to answer any questions that you have. And he grabs a letter off of the little end table that's next to him and just says, I need this delivered to a friend in Adamant. His name is Viscount Josue Bluethorn. It is of the utmost importance that this letter gets to him safely, intact, and without anyone else having seen the contents.
So no funny business. Got it.
Oh, no. I would have asked for a clown to join if I wanted absolutely no funny business. No, Josue is going to think that this is hilarious.
Oh boy. I can't wait. You said his name was Viscount. I'm sorry, what was it?
Viscount Josue Bluethorn.
Josue Bluethorn. Okay. I am already formulating countless puns at his hopefully appreciative expense. Or mine. We'll see what happens.
Amazing.
I will warn you
His
now.
kids
Lord,
will love that.
I'll warn you
His
now,
son in
Lord
particular.
Beaumont. There is a small possibility next time you see me, it might only be my head, but we'll try not to make that happen.
Debbie is going to reach out for the letter, and she's just gonna go, I will guard this with my life. And does he give her the letter or no?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, she's
He's
gonna
like-
take it and she's gonna hold it, and she is going to kind of like tuck it inside her her jacket.
Ophelia is
I
going to just
appreciate you.
kind of reach for it, hand behind not really intention of grabbing it.
Mm.
Don't worry, everyone. I will guard this letter as we work together as a team to deliver it.
I full-heartedly trust Debbie. He might be as sharp as a sack of potatoes, but you know what? He's got heart.
No, I have cookies.
Oh, even better. Cookies.
Yeah, sorry, I don't have potatoes. Do you want potatoes? I can go get potatoes.
You know what? We can make potato cookies.
I get very close to Lord Damon and almost pull him into a hushed whisper, kind of like I did to Ophelia, and I said, okay, but man to man, why Floor? When you know I can just officially do this within 10 minutes.
So, and he's gonna pull himself away from you, not because he doesn't want to be near you, but because he does think that this is information that would be important for everybody. So, the contents of this letter includes some information that certain people who, based on my suspicions, may or may not be in extreme positions of power, do not want what I know getting out.
More importantly, Catalyst, you're just not funny. The kids will be scared of you.
No, I can definitely think of the little girl who will absolutely have a field day with you. She was probably already making friendship bracelets for you all.
Oh, I look forward to it. I will do all I can to bring a smile to her face.
Don't talk about me and kids, okay?
Got it. This one's on the list.
No, I have a daughter back home.
Oh. Well,
Debbie just says, it's going to be so exciting to have friendship bracelets that were actually made by somebody else. Should I make some on my way over? I should do that. Don't worry, I'll take care of it. How many kids does he have? Don't worry, I'll make 20.
You know, this reminds me of the time I made friendship bracelets with a necromancer. The problem was they made the bracelets out of knuckle bones. Okay, maybe that one's a dud.
Yeah, I'm an only child, so I don't spend time with other people. I don't know anything about kids. I barely remember being one at this point in my life.
Listen, Ophelia, at least one person has to drag them back down to earth. You know what I mean?
Fair.
It's easier for one of us to be able to at least keep us on track, right?
Yep.
Oh, don't misunderstand me. I may be funny, but I am serious about my funny business. I will do all I can to make sure the four of us get there safely and happily and deliver this letter. But if my name is not Perkio, the choice hilarious.
And I'll make sure I get us there alive.
Your name isn't Perkio. Just anyway.
And I'll make sure we all have cookies the whole time. And I'll be there too.
Excellent. Well fed, well read, and hopefully not dead.
Wonderful.
Yes, one would hope.
No,
but I called the four of you here specifically because I think you would all be well balanced. I need someone who will be unassuming in the presence of authority. Debbie, that's why I asked you to be here. I need someone who will be a bit of a wild card. Anyone who tries to intercept or interfere. Someone who they won't quite know what to do with. Perkia, that's why you are here.
He did a dramatic bow.
I need someone who I know will get stuff done, regardless of what stands in their way. Catless, that's why you are here.
Naturally.
And I need someone who will hold the group together. Someone who understands the importance of all four of you completing this task together. Ophelia, that's why you are here. I know you usually work alone, but I think this is something you can do based off of what I've heard from other things that you've done for my friends, colleagues, and allies, both in the city and just generally around.
She nods.
I brought all 4 of you here for a purpose. I hope I'm not misguided in my assumptions of the 4 of you. I would take this myself, but they know who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone who would want this information knows the extent of my training and my background. I specialize in ancient and forbidden languages, which normally doesn't get me in too much trouble. But in this instance, this knowledge has become very dangerous for me. I cannot risk leaving the city at this time.
Well then.
Anyone who would know this would also know my staff. That's why I can't send any of them.
Mm-hmm.
I need it to be the 4 of you.
What's in it for us?
Gold, probably.
Yes. I will pay you fairly upon your return. And I've already set up transportation and lodgings for you to get you safely from Tavira to Adamant. It's
Perfect.
about a 3 days journey. So I
Sounds
heard
like
the
a
best that
weekend of
money could
Bluethorns.
afford to make sure that you get there swiftly and safely.
Okay.
Oh, sounds like a funny weekend of Bluethorns. Perfect.
Then I guess we should get going.
Wait, should we like all put our hands in or something first?
Sure. And Tokyo dramatically.
Come on. I have the note.
Come on,
I'm not
bring it
leaving
in,
till
team.
everyone does it.
Yep.
I have friends now.
All right.
Damon puts his hand in. He's like, I love helping to foster teamwork.
All right,
Yeah.
ready? 1, 2,
Two,
3.
three.
Go team!
Huzzah! Ooh.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, kids. Wipe that smile upside down. Ophelia, you're not just a gold note, you're a heart of gold. You gotta be a little woo.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna have fun with the 2 of you. I'm not locked in here with you, you're locked in here with me.
Yep.
To the transportation, shall we?
Yeah.
Salutations.
Lord Beaumont, we won't let you down.
Indeed. I was gonna say something
May your
funny
gods
there,
guide
but-
you. And if you do not believe in a god, whatever force you believe in,
Mhm.
may it keep you safe.
Myself.
Stay strong.
Indeed.
I appreciate you more than you know. Thank you for doing this service for me.
Even in the deepest darkness, a light can guide us. I am happy to help you, Lord Beaumont.
Close enough. All right, so you guys head over to the
Yeah, we head over.
one of the servants of the house walks you over to a stable where you already see 4 horses, a horseman, and a oh my god, I'm
Like a
blanking
cart?
on the word. Yeah,
A cart?
yeah, like
Yes.
a traveling, like a
A
caravan.
carriage.
Yeah, that's the word. A carriage purposely made for longer distance traveling, already set up and waiting for you. All right, so I'm assuming that you're the 4 that I'm waiting on.
Yes,
That's
I'm
us.
assuming you're the horseman, but I was expecting centaurs.
I am. No, I wish that would make my job a lot easier.
Oh,
No, he's patting one of the horses on the butt. Just got these guys.
no. What an excellent horse. And Tokyo also pat the horse in the butt. Not
Yep,
the man,
and-
the horse.
I would hope so. Is there anything that you
Sexual
guys want to
harassment is
get
not funny.
done in the city before you head out, or are we just going?
Well, Perky's got his armor, his daggers, his disguise kit. Do we need since it's mostly flavors, so do I need to explicitly buy like a kit of like clown stuff, like juggling bullshit and all that? Okay. We'll
Nah.
save that.
Nah, I'm just assuming that you already have all of your clown
Yeah.
supplies.
Mm-hmm.
Tools of the trade. They
Absolutely.
come for free.
Just for posterity's sake, a lot of the funny noises he's doing is probably with the Thaumaturgy cantrip. I might be stretching a little bit what that cantrip does just for, roleplay purposes, but whatever.
I'm not one to rules lawyer you over adding flavor.
That's fine.
Not when it's fun.
Yeah.
Getting to Adamant is easy enough. You already have transportation and lodging planned for you. It's already paid for. And it's relatively smooth sailing. There's really not much you can complain about. Our Lord Beaumont really did not think to stop at any expense to make sure that your journey was as easy as he could possibly make it. So your lodgings are much nicer than what you would normally be able to afford. And the coachman is very good about making sure that the horses are well rested every day so that you can travel for as long as possible, as smoothly as he can make it. And within less than the 3 days that's normally anticipated for this type of journey, it's like almost 3 days. It's like 2.5 days it takes you guys. You approach the city of Adamant. You were brought to the fort at the city wall, where the guards grant people entrance to the city. And this is where the coachman is like, all right, this is where I was told to drop you all off. Just because it's a lot if you're also bringing in a carriage. So I'm going to enter in separately through a different entrance. But I'll be, and he like gives you a note with the exact inn in the city where he's going to be. Yeah, I'm going to be at the Painter's Muse in the Heart District. I think the locals call it La Coeda. So whenever you're done at the Bluethorns, just come back, grab me, and we'll make our way back.
Mm-hmm. Sounds
Everyone good?
I'm gonna give the driver a friendship
Capitan.
bracelet before he leaves. I've been making them the 3-day journey.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You made this for me?
Yeah. I've got more. Do you want a different one? Do you like that color?
No,
You seem like a blue guy to me.
No, blue is my favorite color.
Oh my God,
Mhm.
I can't believe you guessed that. That's amazing. You're so talented.
Thank you.
Thank you. And he immediately puts it on. He's like, guys, look. And he's showing the horses his new bracelet.
Oh no, I didn't
We
make any for the
love
horses.
friendship bracelets.
I'll make them for the way home.
The
That'd be
horses would
perfect.
love that. The horses also love friendship. I know, I've asked them before.
Hmm.
All right, well, good luck, guys. Have fun. Don't do
You know
anything
we
I
will.
wouldn't do. Actually, I can't say that. I'm not an adventurer. Y'all are already doing something I wouldn't do. Just be
Well-
safe.
Hmm?
And I'll see you guys soon. Yeah?
Absolutely. Hopefully I'll be in one piece. I might be in
Hey.
5.
Good luck. Have fun. Don't lose any limbs. And he
Mm-hmm.
leaves you guys as you stand essentially in this line to get through customs. As you party approaches the gate, a human man with tanned olive skin, dark eyes, dark slicked back hair, and a fairly impressive mustache begins to walk towards you. His uniform is a bit more decorated than the other guards that are posted in this area of the city.
So, Tokyo will greet them, twirling his own mustache. Like, hey, paisano, ¿cómo está?
Oh! Parli italiano, sì?
Si. My name is Tokyo, soy Hilarious. And these are my...
Molto bene, benvenuto. And then he sees that the other three of you are like, okay, so only you speak. Hi, welcome to Adamant.
Mhm.
Happy to welcome you to our wonderful city. Do you have anything to declare? Any weapons that we need to be made aware of?
Well, let's see, I got this rubber chicken. I have a few of these colorful bowling balls. Oh, I do have 2 daggers. I should probably let you know that. I use them for juggling, but...
That's fine.
Oh.
Any livestock that you're bringing in? Any foreign produce?
Well, hopefully no dead stocks.
Hmm.
Right. And
Just what's on our bodies.
Mm-hmm. And what's inside of it. That's important, too.
Yeah, I've just got my staff, and then in her bag she goes, I have a club, and then I have this scimitar. But don't worry, it's just for getting herbs.
oh, sorry. I may have miscommunicated. You are allowed to have weapons for the sake of them being weapons in the city. That's fine.
Sure.
We just need to know what you have on you so that, like, when you're leaving or if anything happens, we already have a running record of, like, oh, this person came in with a scimitar and now they're leaving without a scimitar. Where did it go? And we're able to just make sure that things are being done safely and correctly and above board.
That is so thoughtful.
Yeah, it's a policy that our Duchess implemented a few years ago. It's been working really well for us. Crime has gone down pretty significantly.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah,
Significantly less wizards fireballing orphanages. Oh, that was actually in poor taste. My apologies.
No, you're all good.
Ophelia
Thankfully,
tucks
we
her
actually
hair
don't
behind
have
her.
any orphanages
Oh,
in this
excellent.
city. All of our
No orphans.
all of our lone children are very well taken care of. They are found homes immediately, so no need for orphanages when we have a very strong community.
Oh, I'm liking this place
Adamant.
already. Well, of course. You know.
And just one more question before I approve your visas to enter the city. What brings you to the city exactly?
We
Gotcha.
are
Here to perform.
yes, I am their manager, and they are here to perform.
Indeed.
I feel like I need to roll a persuasion check.
Will it help if Debbie starts trying to tap dance behind them?
Tokyo Jester says, "This one's still
I'm new.
She got hot."
I might not be very. I'm their apprentice performer.
Tokyo will pull out his rainbow painted guitar, and he'll strum a little bit, and he'll just me and Miss Goldnote here are the bards, and this is our tap dancer.
Ophelia pulls out a drum.
I'm gonna have all of you roll either persuasion or deception. You choose based off of how truthful you feel that you are being in this moment, and then just tell me what you all roll.
That's a cool 9.
Oh, wait, and this is which one? Sorry.
The D20.
Either
the biggest
persuasion or deception, and then it's gonna be your D20. This
one.
one.
I'm missing a die. Oh, okay. I'll use my other set.
I got 11 for persuasion.
Ooh, that's not a good number.
I got an 11 plus 7 modifier. So I have an 18.
All right.
I got a 5.
All right, let me just do that math real quick.
Mhm.
Oh, this
Probably because they don't have tap shoes on, right?
Yep.
That's probably what it is. It
It
would be
probably
better
is.
if I had shoes on, and we weren't standing in grass.
I mean, technically, it's not deceit. You know, we're all here to perform a task. I just said perform.
That's true. He didn't say we were good performers.
And so you see the guard, he's like, and where exactly are you performing? Do you already have like a? Because I didn't hear about any performances of the nature that you're demonstrating happening in the city.
We were
Oh.
privately contracted.
Yes.
And
By whom, might I ask?
Gabby?
Mhm.
Maybe I'm using previous knowledge, and I don't know if that's allowed, but can I make a perception check of the area and see if there are any posters up for the Festival de Artisti?
Sorry, what?
You know what?
You can tell me.
I'll allow it.
You
I'll
allow
allow
it? Cool. Beautiful. Nope. I rolled a 3.
Oh yeah, no, this is a word of mouth event, baby.
I have any perception? No, I have no perception modifier. So, never mind. I see nothing. I know nothing.
Yes, womp womp.
We were privately contracted, like Debbie and Perkio said.
By Viscount Bluethorn, for a party for his children.
Yes,
We're party performers.
indeed.
That's why we have a clown.
And why we're going to be going to Viscount Bluethorn's house.
The Viscount wanted to keep that on the down low, but I guess we can let you in on the little secret. Wanted to be a surprise for the kids.
That does sound like the Viscount. Right?
Mhm.
And as you mention Viscount Bluethorn's name,
Yep.
you see a woman dressed in like a red and black, kind of silky looking, like shift dress, a golden belt around her waist. Walk up. She's got long black hair, kind of paler skin, dark eyes. She appears to be half elf just from getting a quick look at her. Hello. You say you are going to the Bluethorns, yes?
Oh, oui.
Oui.
You seem like Miss Redthorn.
No, I am not. I was actually heading there as well. Maybe we can travel the city together.
Second.
The more the merrier.
Hold on. Pokio would like to do an insight check to get the vibe of this mysterious person who's approached him.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to roll my physical dice.
Debbie has no suspicions.
That
Of course she
is
doesn't. She's a sweetheart.
17
I love
plus-
Debbie.
I have a +5 modifier. It is a 22 total. 17 on dice, +5 for the modifier. I can
Okay,
show.
let me just
My
pull
camera
up
had
her stat block real quick.
a problem.
So, Perkia, what you gather,
Mm-hmm.
she's not being entirely truthful.
Yeah. That was the vibe
She's-
we're getting.
More interested in why you're going there than actually going there herself. And I'm actually gonna message you in the chat.
Sure.
And then you can decide what you want to do with this information.
Understood.
Mm-hmm.
Tokyo sizes up, gets good looky, twirls his mustache, his thinking thing, and sighs says, I'm sorry, miss, but it's a very strict guest list. We cannot afford any others.
Yes, I understand. It was worth a shot. And she walks away. You notice that the guard doesn't question her, just lets her through. And into the city she goes.
Tokyo will lean over to Catless, because they seem like the most, want to keep a secret, and it's whisper, that one was giving me all kinds of bad vibes. I think she was one of the ones that Beaumont warned us about.
How about this? You three find your way to Bluethorn, and if you want, I can follow her and figure out what's going on.
Sounds good.
Before Catless leaves, Debbie's just gonna go, oh wait, and and give them a friendship bracelet, and it's got like black and blue on it, and it has a little feather dangly chain on it, like charm on it.
Tokyo, before Catless leave, also will hand him a small rubber chicken and say, if you need help, honk it as low as you can. No matter where it is in the city, I will hear it probably.
I'd like to say the last few days, your dispositions have grown on. I can't fully say that, but I do appreciate these tokens of affection, and I will return them to you when we meet at Bluethorn Manor.
I appreciate your honesty.
I'll keep them in check if need be.
We'll miss you.
Don't break any funny bones now, not that you have any. Huh?
Don't worry. I know how to take care of myself. You guys get where you need to be. Now I have to figure out what the deal is with that woman.
Aye, Captain.
We'll miss you.
I'll leave a Dotsie.
And then Catless flies away, flaps their little blue wings, and flies, literally flies over the gate, which they could have done the entire time.
Tokyo
And goes into the city of Aramend.
Tokyo will lean over.
And the guard that's been talking to you, who's still there, by the way, he did not leave during that interaction, just goes, does one of you want to make sure that he gets his visa at some point? Like, you guys are approved. You can enter the city.
Sure.
Just if anyone stops him and knows that he's not a local, there might be questions if he doesn't have this paper.
Got it.
I'll take it.
Catless don't need no visa!
Catless does need a visa!
Catless got MasterCard instead.
You know what, Anthony? Take inspiration for that. Whenever you run for one roll, you can roll with advantage. That was so good.
Yeah.
And with that, Catless exits. So, Catless has just flown off to go follow this currently unnamed woman who approached your party about the Bluethorns. And the guard very easily hands over your visas to allow you to enter the city. It is getting to be around dusk, so the sun is starting to set. I will let y'all decide how you want to approach from here.
How far away is the manor? I mean, we could certainly go now, or I think they said we should hopefully have lodgings here. Do we know where we're supposed to go for that?
So you were given before you set out, you were given a whole list of kind of like the itinerary breakdown of like, so this is like the name of your coachman, these are the names of the horses that you'll be traveling with. Here are all the places that you're staying, and they gave you a couple of different options for where you can stay in the city.
Cool. Cool.
They had set it up with a couple of different innkeepers of like, hey, I might have a party coming to stay with you on this night. Just bill me if they end up showing up. And then Arthur made sure to include on the list the names of those inns where they have that connection set up for you guys. So you have a few options if you want to take a rest before you go to the Bluethorn Manor.
I think Ophelia wants to, kind of just to recharge and regroup and kind of get her mind settled before they have to do what they gotta do.
Yeah,
How
absolutely.
holy is you said dusk, right?
Yeah.
And how far is the Bluethorn Manor from us?
So you guys are on the kind of you're entering in from the like northwestern gate.
Okay.
And they live on the east side of the city. It's a relatively big city, so it would take you guys a minute.
Yeah.
Like if you hustle, you could get there, but
and it would probably be rude to impose on the Bluethorns, be like, hey, can we crash at your place for the night?
Debbie wants to kind of look around and use her like use her like natural like tracker skills that she thinks she has. But I just kind of want to look around and see if there's anywhere selling like touristy maps or anything like that to kind of help us like find our way around the city.
Ooh, good idea.
Yeah, kind of. And you know what? Let me pull up the city map and I can send that to you guys.
While you're pulling that up, question: does the list of inns Arthur gave us have a general like address or direction where they are? You know, like say, oh, this inn.
Yeah, it says like, oh, you could stay at like the Painter's Muse, which you guys would have known already from talking to the coachman where that is. He mentioned it was in the Heart District of the city,
good.
called La Coera.
And
and I can type that, or it's on the map. All of the districts are on the map.
North, east, west. So what district is the Bluethorn Manor in? Is that gonna be in La Balladoria?
So they are in Lamentere.
Okay, so the southeast.
Yeah, number 6.
We came in northwest. Or north.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so that's literally the other.
Yeah,
end of
so
the
you
city.
guys came up by. You're coming in, like where number 4. Is La Fortizia.
Yes.
And they're down in Lamentere. They're a family of like scholars,
Got it.
they like to live close to where all like the libraries and the places of higher learning are. It's kind of like their gig.
All right, so we can probably kind of get like halfway there by going to La Cuera and finding that.
Tokyo's gonna advise that maybe we try to find one of the inns that's in that same district, Lamentere, just so we're fairly close in case we need to hit it.
No, absolutely.
Which is gonna be a trek, but
so the inn that's listed for Lamentere is called the Lover's Embrace. That is not the local name for it, but it is the translated name.
It's probably like La Amore di Amore something.
Yeah.
I don't know what embrace is in Italian, but I know.
Yeah, something like that.
So as they're rolling up, Tokyo looks at the name and like, I hope this isn't the unsurly kind of hotel. Very family friendly, right? Yes, hopefully.
Mhm.
We're about to find
Yeah,
out.
it's called the Lover's Embrace, but that's just the way it's best translated.
Okay.
It's definitely more. It's not like a sexual love. It's like a
Yeah, like a familial.
in the native language. It expresses more of a like sweet romantic love.
Okay. Got it.
I'm
Like
trying to get it.
it's an embrace of feeling at home and feeling
Yeah.
comfortable, not an embrace of I desperately need you.
It's a
How
big
do I-
hug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you take the time, and you do notice that that event that Catless was trying to find signs of earlier is happening.
Hmm.
We are in the middle of a week-long festival called La Festa degli Artisti. It's the Festival of Artists.
Oh, perfect.
This is a city that very much embraces the arts of all kinds, fine and performing. So you see throughout all of the districts of the city, but especially as you traverse through La Coera to get to La Mentere, that there's a lot of street performers and murals being actively painted and worked on throughout the city. There are some artists who have chalk and are doing like sidewalk chalk kind of portraits and landscapes. Some of them look almost magical in nature, like you could step
Ooh.
through the mural into this environment that they're creating,
That's
but
pretty cool.
it's just paint or it's just chalk. Artists from all across the country and even from some other lands around the world come to this city for this 1 week long festival that happens every summer.
Ooh, well, you're at the perfect time. Oh, look. Say, Ophelia, what'd you
Debbie's just
play
looking
again?
around. She's very, very impressed by all the artwork, and I'll even say she probably even like walks up to one of those really realistic looking murals and like almost crashes into it, and it's just like so impressed by how cool it all looks and how good it is.
Tokyo.
Yeah, and the artist takes that as a high compliment. They're like, "You thought it was real? Thank you so much." Like their arms are like covered in paint. They have like a streak of white paint across their cheek, a stripe of orange across their forehead from having worked on this all day. These artists very much take pride in what they do.
Tokyo will point to them, give him the finger guns. Like, hey, not bad for your first time with the clown makeup. Let me show you how a professional does it. And he'll just like come by, his kit. He'll just like, in a cloud of smoke, he's like with the makeup, and he gives him a nice white face paint with a little like red diamondy ancestor eyes. He's like, there you go. Now you look professional.
Amazing. I've never had this kind of makeup on me before. Thank you. It's
Cool.
a pleasure to meet a fellow artist. Thank you for donating your time to do this for me.
Oh, anytime, please. Tokyo twice hilarious at your service. That means I'm twice as funny. Usually.
I can
Exceptions
tell.
may apply.
I can tell.
Oh man.
And y'all are just making friends.
Yeah,
and
making
that's part
friends.
of what takes a little bit longer, right? The city is bustling. It's alive. It's thrumming with activity. So normally this walk would maybe take an hour and a half, but because of how much is going on in the city, it's like traffic in New York during rush hour.
Incredible.
It's gonna take you a while to get anywhere just because of how much is going on.
I just want to throw it out there. As they're walking through the city with the festival going on, Tokyo's just gonna pull out his guitar and like play along as they walk, and he's just gonna be like, "Anyway, here's Wonderball." It's like,
Yes, we already have Ben Platt canon in this world.
let's go.
We said that he's in some tavern somewhere in the city, just watching out in the street in front and just like waving at people as they pass by. And that's just what he does. That's like his job. People pay him to do that.
Incredible.
So I love that Wonderwall is now also canon.
Wonderwall's canon. Just coming
Incredible.
along. He'll try to
As it should
Ophelia.
be.
Come on, you can walk and play, right? We can get a duet going. Get a little band.
Only because I know you won't stop asking. Fine. Ophelia is gonna pull out her clarinet and start playing.
Ooh, a horn player.
Amazing.
Nice. Oh, let me change my key a little bit. We can get a little ska going on.
Eddie starts
And you
tap
guys are
dancing.
walking as you're playing.
Yeah, we'll walk as we play.
And because of the nature of this festival, this draws no extra attention
Of course.
on you guys. This is perfectly expected and actually very normal behavior for
Not me
this
wanting
city
to
at this
roll.
time of year.
Yeah.
Not me wanting to roll to see if we can legitimately play a random song like exceptionally well.
Hey, if y'all
We
want
could
to
if
roll
wanted.
performance,
Yep.
Can I?
If you got the
Yeah.
horn and I
I
got
got
the
you.
guitar, yeah, let me roll it. You know, maybe we could try to do a rendition of what's called famous song by the traveling minstrel Gwen of Stefani and do a little feel.
Debbie
Yeah.
rolled a
Oh,
5
good.
for performance, but she's just tap dancing along with them, so she's not actually making the noise or instruments.
I got
No,
a
incredible.
Ophelia got a 17.
I regret to
Amazing.
inform I got a nat 1, so that's a net of 4.
Well, Anthony, you also have that DM inspiration that you can use.
True, you know what? I'll use the inspiration because I don't want to break guitar string. That's really important.
It
Let
is.
me move the mic a little bit so I have more room for this. Okay, that's not 20. That's better.
Amazing.
Wow.
That's performance
So-
is a
I would
17
angle
for
the
Katy
camera
Perry's
down.
firework.
Hold on. I'd angle the camera down, but like, whatever.
Oh yeah, no, I believed you. I believed you.
No reason
So-
to cheat in D&D. That's silly.
I know. So while y'all were intending to have this be a walking performance, you now have so many people around you admiring your playing that you guys can't move.
Hell yeah.
Like without
Shoot.
severely bumping into people.
But Pokio's
And-
enjoying this. He uses like thaumaturgy to add like a wah effect to the guitar, but sounds more like a honk because he's clown. It's like wow, wow, wow.
And the people are eating it up. It's what the people want. Gets them going, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And you see a couple of people are like looking on the ground with
Debbie puts a
coin
hat down.
purses in their hands. And they start putting money into that hat,
Let's go.
tipping you guys. And you know what? Let's.
Can Ophelia pocket the money?
Well, you have to get it first. It's on the ground still.
Yeah.
We're still
Well,
playing.
I mean,
Yeah, even
then
like
she will pick it up as quickly as possible.
Yeah, so as you guys are performing your little duet, you guys get the equivalent of what, like, it's all in like silvers and coppers, but you get the
Yeah.
equivalent of what would be 9 gold.
Ooh, nice. Nice. So, yeah, Tokyo looks through the chains, counts his go. That's about the equivalent of 9 gold. That's 3 for each of us. Perfect.
We have to split.
Tokyo turns and nods. Well, all 3 of us performed. You know, we're a troop. We're a group.
All
Comrades.
right.
You can have mine if you want, Ophelia.
I'll be nice today.
Oh, and I
Okay.
have this for you. And I pull out of my bag. I have a little patch that is for like excellence in artistry, and I say I was saving it for myself for when I achieved this troop badge, but I'm still working on my tap dancing, so I think you should have it.
You sure?
Oh,
Yeah.
All right.
no, that's wonderful.
Ophelia's gonna take it and put it in her pocket.
We'll have to get you a
Keep this
sash
hat.
that you can put it on. I have one, but I left it at home.
Tokyo
It only has
looks-
one patch on it so far, and it was for sewing for making the sash.
Tokyo will conjure some sparkles. Big huzzah! Friendship! I love a good team.
Amazing. So eventually, you all do make it to the Lover's Embrace.
Mm-hmm.
And you see behind the bar is this heavier set, red curly haired, almost like a dwarven Molly Weasley.
Mm-hmm.
Got her little apron on, her sleeves are rolled up, and she grabs another younger looking dwarf who seem to be one of her kids. She's like, here, you're in charge of the bar real quick, and she busts around. She's like, hi, welcome to the Lover's Embrace. Are you here for a drink? Are you here to rent a room? How can we help you?
So I have 3 questions real quick out of character, because I want to do something funny. So, 1, about how old is the kid? Like, little kid?
He's
Like the equivalent
like
of human
14,
years.
15.
Okay, 14, 15.
Yeah.
So, Tokyo is also a dwarf with very red curly hair. Would it be funny if, like, they're cousins or something? Like, like the innkeeper is like a cousin, or like a distant auntie or whatever?
You might be.
Might be. So, I'm thinking, I could just, I guess, roll from here. Do we want to roll with that? Like, fuck it, we'll do it. Yeah. So, yeah, Hercule's gonna, I would say kick down the door. Pop in, leaning a troop. Like, salutations. Never fear, always queer. Your lovely Perk, your choice hilarious is here. And yeah, he turns to the kids like, hey, Squirt. Oh man, you've gotten big over the years. Where's your mama?
And he looks, he's gotten away from the bar and he has now popped his head to the side. He's like, Cousin Sonny?
In the flesh. Well, right now I'm in work mode, but yes.
We didn't know you were in town. Wait, hold on. And both the mom and the son grab someone who's very obviously not related to them, like a human, girl in her early 20s, brown hair, low bun. She's like, okay, we gotta get everyone. And they grab the whole family. There's 10 of them. 3 generations.
Oh, boy.
It's a family reunion.
Yay!
Oh my god, I can't believe you're here. Where have you been? You were not the last family reunion. What happened?
Oh, I was traveling, unfortunately. It's been a while since I partied with the goof troop. Been solo, so trying to find work here and there. No hard to be funny as a solo clown, but I found these 3 chuckleheads. And he points to the other 2. Like, well, there was a 3rd, but they'll be here eventually, later, maybe.
Are you staying in town for a bit?
Yeah, we're actually hoping to stay here for a bit. I didn't recognize it first. Did you guys rename it recently? Did you always? I mean, I had.
Yeah. The old name wasn't working out super well.
Yeah.
So we changed it up, changed the branding up a little bit, and I mean it seems to be working. It also might be because we changed it a couple of weeks before the festival. That may have been it, but we're hoping it's just the branding change worked.
Personally, I think the Lover's Embrace is a much better name than the Dragon's Kneecap.
Thank you. That's what I said. And the woman who was initially behind the bar, when you guys first walked in, is looking at her husband. Is like, I told you this was better. He didn't believe me at first.
Do dragons even have kneecaps? I don't know. I think they're all elbows.
That's a good question. We should look into that. Not that we're going to change it back, but for research purposes, we should figure that out.
Indeed.
That'll be a tomorrow problem. And she's now pointing at her kids who are like, yeah, tomorrow we're going to figure that out.
If you want to make a compromise, the Dragon's Embrace is not a bad name either.
You've given us things to consider, Sonny.
Yeah,
You have.
perfect. And doing what I'm here to do. Give you things to consider and think are funny.
And that's why we love you.
Oh,
Yeah, you guys, already would have had the room comped, but like
yeah.
they
It's
are
familiar.
treating y'all like you are royalty. They're like
Yep.
giving you food and constantly bringing you things, and the kids are always wanting to like be around you guys.
Yeah.
It's you could be in for a long evening if you spend the time with this family. They will try and keep you for as long as they can. Not so much that they don't want you to feel like inconvenienced. They know that you're probably here on business, and I'm sure you communicate that at some point.
Yeah, exactly.
So they definitely don't want you like sleep deprived, but your family missed you, and they want to spend as much time with you as they can.
Absolutely. Tokyo, because he's in clown mode, he's doing all he can to entertain the kids, doing handstands, cartwheels, and pop comedy. Anytime he fails a dexterity or athletics check, he just rolls with it. He's like, I meant to do that, haha.
Yeah.
He'll try to pull Ophelia and Debbie in to be his constituents with the funniest, because he thinks Debbie's funny, and he knows Ophelia can be funny, so he just needs to lighten up a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
all right, any order of business that we want to get done before y'all rest?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I guess maybe we'll just get a bite to eat or something, because we probably
of course. No, your family has been almost force feeding you all night.
Awesome.
Like it's
good old Italian family.
Yeah, it's very Italian American. No, but you've gotten so thin, you have to eat. Are you sure you're not still hungry? But we have so much food, it's going to go to waste if you don't eat it. Like they're all the stops are being pulled.
Absolutely. It's like, oh well, I've been cutting back on the wine. Not supposed to drink on the job. It's not very family friendly. Don't want to be drinking with the kids. So, plus,
but you're with family, and we are friendly. That makes it family friendly, and they just give you an entire bottle.
Tokyo stares at it. He's like, hold on a second. Takes off his hat, uses a little bit of Dalmatisio magic, takes off the makeup. All right, now I can drink.
Hey!
Hey!
Everyone's cheering. They're all drinking. It's like my big fat Greek wedding, but Italian.
Absolutely. Like, oh, Ophelia, come on, have some.
Oh my god, Ophelia might have to wake up slightly, like, just really hungover.
Yep.
And when y'all wake up, I will have you roll that con save.
Let's go.
Debbie doesn't really drink that much. She's not much of a drinker. So she has like one, and then she switches to milk.
Yeah, no, of course. While they are overbearing, very like, no, but you're not eating enough. They're not going to pressure you into doing something you don't want to do. They are very respectful of boundaries. So if you don't want to drink in the first place, they absolutely will not force you. They're actually like, yeah, good for you. Good for you. Yeah, whatever you want.
Nice. Yeah.
Anything else?
I mean, at least for Sunny's end, mostly small talk, catching up, with the family. But go, how things been, yada yada. Again, introducing everyone to his friends. And they'll be like, "Oh, Debbie, best cookies I've ever had." Girl Scout approved, I think.
And all of like the older women, the ones who are like very obviously like married and with kids, and there are a few of them that are like, we're trading cookie recipes. And you walk away with like 20 new cookie recipes for you to try.
Oh goodness, Debbie, you're gonna love Aunt Mary's biscottis. They are.
I'm excited.
Does a little Italian pinced fingers motion.
I feel like if anything, the last thing Ophelia is gonna do before bed is just throw up. She's down for the night.
Yeah.
Debbie spends the rest of her night making more patches. She's making herself a baking patch because she's hopeful that when she goes home with all these baking recipes that she can try them all, and she'll
Nice.
decide that she's good enough at baking to give herself a little baking patch.
Sunny will be a good
I love
friend
that.
and hold Ophelia's hair back while they throw up. Like,
Yeah,
okay.
and by the rules of Boot and Rally, Ophelia, you will not have to roll a Constitution saving throw in the morning. We respect Boot and Rally in this house. All right, so we all
I think we're all good.
go to bed. Amazing. So you sleep easy enough. You're warm, safe, well taken care of for one of you in the presence of family.
Hmm.
But when you awaken, your eyes have to adjust to the darkness, which is strange because it should be the morning. There should be some sunlight
Hmm.
coming through the windows. And there's a pounding in your skull that's louder than the noise happening around you. And as you come back to consciousness, the clattering of chains and a haunting hum of music muffled by the stone walls that surround you become clearer and clearer.
Hmm.
You are no longer in the lover's embrace.
Hmm.
Welcome.
So Sunny wakes up, looks around, says, this is not my beautiful house. This is not my beautiful wife. What the hell am I? Rattles his chains, looks over. Ophi, Debbie, are you alive over there? I have a necromancer on speed dial, if not.
I'm alive. I appear to be chained to a wall.
Same here. Okay. No more funny business. We gotta get out of here. I gotta make sure the rest of the Pizzarelli clan are okay. If anyone hurt the children, there will be holiday.
Is there a lock on the chains?
There is not.
Okay.
Oh
I was
man.
gonna say because I got lock picks, but
This reminds me of the last time I got locked up in a dungeon by a noble. That was a much different circumstances. A lot more consensual this was. I'll have to report them to the clan authority.
So while the chains are not locked, they're more. It's one shackle on each wrist, knotted together with rope.
Okay.
Whoever put you here is not so worried that you will escape the shackles because they are that confident that the bars will keep you in. This is
Okay.
a cell in some sort of underground dungeon.
Are we all in the same cell?
You are.
Okay.
can Ophelia take out her thieves' tools and take out the narrow-bladed scissors and cut everybody free from the rope?
Perfect.
Yep,
Okay.
I'll give you that action for free.
Debbie wants to check and see if she still has the letter on her.
Yes.
Okay. It's still okay. It's hidden
Yes,
on my
it's still there.
Okay.
Okay.
That's good.
So she checks, but she doesn't take it out. She just goes. She just like checks, realizes she still has it, and doesn't say anything.
Okay, does anyone have any tools for a lock? I seem to have left mine in my spare trousers.
I've got a whole set of lockpicks.
Perfect. I got a whole lot of blessings from the crown guards to give you.
Should I roll to see if
I still have my friendship bracelets. Is that
Perfect.
helpful?
Not right now.
I've never been
Maybe
kidnapped
later.
before.
It's helpful in
And-
spirit.
As you guys are having this conversation, you see a hooded and cloaked figure emerge from the shadows.
Mm-hmm.
There are a couple of like lanterns hanging throughout this what seems to be like a hallway, which becomes increasingly clear to you as your eyes adjust to the surprising darkness. Because again, you were expecting to wake up in the morning with daylight, and you didn't. And she says, "So, why are you actually trying to see the Bluethorns?"
Oh, hey, it's the evil lady. Funny meeting you here.
Hmm.
Hmm.
It is, isn't it?
Okay, before we answer any questions, I want to know if Catless is okay.
There is no sign of Catless. Is this a question that you're asking to
Yeah,
her?
yeah.
Oh, that little fairy thing?
Hmm.
She was. They were wearing a blue and black bracelet. If that helps.
That does sound familiar. And you see she's scanning the ground. And
Hmm.
as your eyes follow where she's looking, Catless's bracelet is laying on the ground.
I made that for them.
Now, before we get any further funny business, I have to ask. You didn't do it. You better not have done anything to the family back at the end there.
Oh, do not worry. Your family is fine.
Hmm.
But they won't be if you do not give me the information that I need.
Hmm. 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 Um.
So, again, I will ask, why are you going to see the Bluethorns?
What do you want to know? Two can play this game, lady.
And she pulls out a scimitar and just starts twirling it as she stands outside of her cell. They know things. Too many things. I need to know what they know.
Hmm.
It is important to my god
Ophelia's gonna
that they
just
do
slowly
not know
move.
things.
Ophelia's gonna slowly move Debbie behind her just a little bit to kind of protect the letter.
Hmm.
Not Debbie. The letter.
Yeah.
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 Mhm.
No, I like the clarification.
Yeah.
But Debbie assumes it's for her, and she's just like,
Hmm. 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 Okay. Okay. See what's playing. Hmm. And who would you say your god is, by chance? I happen to know a few here and there.
Mm. Laldir. I do not know that you would have heard of him, but
Oh, I've heard of many gods. Let me do a religion check on
he
that.
is very powerful.
Hmm.
He has
Hmm.
a lot of needs.
Yes, I'm sure he does. Oh, no, so I see my voice modifiers. Yeah, can I do a religion check on that?
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a pretty high DC, but
That's
you can
fine.
absolutely
We're gonna
try.
try it. That's a 14 plus 1, 15. That's probably not high enough.
Mm. Debbie or Ophelia, do either of you want to try?
a religion check.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the D20, right?
That's
Yes.
a
Yep.
cool 5. Debbie doesn't know.
Mm.
On a
20.
side, on a side note, out of character, because I forgot about this with D&D. I find it odd religion is intelligence when the
Yeah.
clerics are wisdom based.
I know. I did always think that that was strange.
Yeah.
But Ophelia, you have heard of this god before with that
Yes.
nat 20.
Let's go.
Laldir is not considered a god by most people. No one knows what he is truly. But his followers are considered cultists.
Hmm.
Okay. I have a bit of an
About
idea.
About 50 years ago, Adamant was actually attacked by followers of Laldir. They had attempted to take over the city and turn it into their own form of paradise. His followers think of him as a god of sacrifice. That's what he thrives on. Whether that
Okay.
be the sacrifice of life, a sacrifice of love, sacrifice of information, any type of sacrifice serves him.
Okay.
And worship of him has been banned in the city for almost as long, 50 years. It was maybe a year or two after the attack that any public, formal or informal, worship of Laldir was banned. It's a jailable offense.
Okay.
People in the city do not talk about him because of what happened. A lot of people lost loved ones during that attack. If it wasn't for the Duke at the time, Duke Rodolfo Vasera, the whole city would have fallen. It is
Okay.
actually his granddaughter, Feylora, who is the current Duchess of the city, with her husband.
Debbie wants to cast minor illusion and try to cause a whisper in the woman's ear
Mhm.
to say these are not those who I have commanded you to seek. The wrongdoers are elsewhere in the city.
Are we going
Release
for
them.
these are not the droids you're looking for?
I was trying not to say these are not the droids you're looking for. That's why it took me a second. But I'm trying to cause a
Oh, I
whisper
love
in her
it.
ear that maybe she might interpret as Laldir communicating with her to get her to release us.
All right. Are you expressing this in common? Are you having it whisper that to her in common?
She's what was she again? Is she
She's half elf.
she's half elf. Okay. Um No, I'm gonna have it be. I'm gonna have it. No, I'm gonna have it be in Draconic. I
Okay.
speak Draconic, and that would be a little hissy. I don't know if she speaks that. Maybe I should do Elfish. No, I'll do Elvish. I'll do Elvish.
Okay. So she hears this. And I'm gonna need you to roll a. I'll let you pick between persuasion and deception.
Well, those are the same +0 for me, so I'll do Deception. Damn it, I'm rolling like shit today. That's a 5. Although to be fair, in order for her to determine that it is an illusion, she has to study it and roll intelligence against my spell save DC.
Okay.
According to minor illusion, if a creature takes a study action to examine the sound or image, the creature can determine that it's an illusion with a successful intelligence investigation check. And my spell save DC is a 13.
Okay, so she will absolutely try to do that. Okay, yeah, no, that was a 4.
You know what?
And
so she can't tell the sound is fake, but that doesn't necessarily mean she believes it still.
And her face gets really confused. She's like,
Can I capitalize
one of you
on
thinks
that?
that's our Tookie, I think. No, he would not say that. Where is the letter? I'm
But-
assuming you are delivering something.
Tokyo is going to try and capitalize on that and cast Charm Person on her. So she needs to make a will save. Let me see what else it says. You attempt to charm a humanoid you can see within range. It's a first level spell. It must make a wisdom saving throw and does so with advantage if you or your companions are fighting it, which we are currently not. If it fails, the saving throw is charmed by you until the spell ends or until you or your companions do anything harmful to it. The charmed creature regards you as friendly acquaintance. When the spell ends, the creature knows it was charmed by you. Just for
And
posterity.
unfortunately, she is immune to being charmed.
Nuts and bolts. Well, Oh, that one. Okay. Let's see, what else do I comment? 1, 2, 3, 4.
I think at this moment, Ophelia is going to be a bit shaken by hearing the name of the god, just because of
Mhm.
something within her past that I think she may not be ready to share with the group yet.
That's fine.
Debbie's, since she's kind of hiding behind Ophelia,
Mhm.
she's gonna kind of whisper in Ophelia's ear and just be like, if we attack her, can you get us out of the cell?
Ophelia's going to nod and get a lockpick in her sleeve, ready to go.
Tokyo's gonna glance over to them and just, give a small nod. Like, Turns back to, Evil Lady. Says, You know what, you strike a very convincing bargain. How about if you, unlock this door and let us out? We can hand you the letter personally.
Go ahead and roll persuasion.
Let's go.
Meanwhile, Debbie's preparing
Yeah,
produce flame.
exactly.
Okay.
But she's not a mean person, so she's gonna wait and see if.
Mm-hmm.
Tokyo's
No,
using
valid.
his distraction to prepare a guiding bolt behind his back. Okay. Nat 20. The camera doesn't work well with backgrounds. But...
Yeah, no, I believe you. I believe you. No evidence needed. No, I trust that you guys are
So
reporting your roles to me, honestly.
So it is 23 total, but it is not 20.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you promise that you will give me the letter?
Mm-hmm. Tokyo raises a hand and says, I need to think of how I want to word this. Hold on a second.
Debbie nods while crossing her fingers behind her back.
Of course she does. What a little sweetie.
Want to word this in a cunning way. Yeah, I guess I'll say, I, Tokyo, Choice Hilarious, on my honor, swear that I, Tokyo, will give you the letter. And yeah.
Ophelia's just like, cool, sure.
Debbie just nods and just like, yep, he promises that he will give you the letter.
And because Perkio rolled a nat 20, I'm going to ignore how that was phrased. Yeah, because that was giving, we definitely do not have small magical bombs behind our back.
Definitely not.
We don't have that. No.
I'm not technically
that would
lying.
Be bad.
I'm not saying I'll give you the letter.
I suppose I can do that. And she, still with her scimitar in hand, and she is making a show of it. Like, I can still cut you down if you try to mess with me right now. But she, with her other hand, grabs a ring of keys and unlocks yourself.
Cool.
I see you have already helped yourselves to unrestraining yourselves. So where is it?
All right, so the cell door is open now.
Yes.
All right, I step out from behind Ophelia and I cast Produce Flame at her.
So, before you do, I do want to note, if I hit it with Guiding Bolt first, you'll have advantage on the Produce Flame. Do we want to do that order of operations? Because I mean, we could do either way. It doesn't really matter.
I don't care. I just don't want it to be too metagamey, so I'll leave that up to the
That's
DM.
fair. Yeah, it's up to y'all. I mean, you
I also am very unfamiliar with
Does not
this
matter
kind
to
of
me.
thing.
However, y'all want to order this.
Mhm.
But just know that I am going to have you roll initiative after you do these two things.
Oh, obviously.
Yeah.
Yep. So I guess I'll kind of leave it in your ball. Do you want to roll it with Debbie does it first because he was playing first, or Perkio does it first because he was in front?
I was gonna say we could say even if we say we cast them at the same time, maybe your spell
Yeah,
got
that's
to
true.
her first because you were in front of me.
Yeah,
Maybe,
that
maybe
works.
that's how that
Either way.
works.
Okay. Either one works. So yeah, Perkio's gonna look like he's going through his pocket. Oh yeah, hold on a second. Guiding Bolt! And
And what does
Yeah,
that
so
do? Sorry.
so I'm gonna fucking sorry, excuse me, Fence. It's
No, you're good.
not. Yeah. So basically, I make a spell attack roll at a creature within range. On hit, it does 4d6 radiant damage, and the next attack roll made against that target, before the end of my next turn has advantage. They also will glow with a dim light until that time. If that's relevant to anything. I don't know if it is, but mostly it's I hit them for a big boom, and anyone else comes after me gets advantage on their roll.
Okay.
So-
So produce flame it's a 10-minute spell. So I'm casting produce flame and then using an action to actually hurl the bolt at her. But anytime within the next 10 minutes, I can use a magic action to hurl fire. I have to make a ranged spell attack, and so I have advantage on that.
Mhm. Yep.
Okay.
So I guess first I will make mine.
All right, so that would be a 17.
Mm-hmm. That is 17 plus 5. Yeah, I rolled a 17 and got a plus 5 modifier, so that's a total of 22. That was a
Yeah,
that
both
was a
hit.
good roll. Woo! So I got roll my damage.
All right,
Okay.
and that's 3 damage, so probably nothing crazy,
Plus
but it is a
1.
it is hurling fire
Mhm.
at her.
5, 6, 12. I did 12 radiant damage.
Okay.
Got 2 1s, 2 5s. So, yeah, they hit him with the wombo combo. Perkio, boom. Pulls out what looks like a Roman candle and it's boom, shoots her right at her. It pops, with a big boom. And then Debbie comes in with the fire, El Fuego, and yeah, after that, Perkio's gonna make this yell, "Oh, let's run for it!" And there's initiative time, I think.
Yeah.
Sorry, not the backseat DM.
No, you are all good. You said you did 12 damage?
Yes. 12 radiant damage. Got a 4d6,
Okay.
2 were 1s, 2 were 5s.
All right. And Debbie, how much damage did you say?
Just 3 fire.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep. I don't know if it's
Alright.
relevant, but Evil Lady is glowing a dim light until the end of my next turn, because that's also part of Guiding Bolt. I don't know if that's gonna be relevant for anything, but
Mhm.
good
No,
note.
it does.
Oh yeah, and
she's-
since I have the spell cast, I have a flickering flame in my hand. That's casting bright light in a 20-foot radius as well.
Nice. So all lit up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she just goes, Vite pourtant. And yeah, roll initiative.
You scroll up and find my initiative modifier, because I don't remember what it was. 2. I got a 13 on initiative.
Are we all rolling?
Yep.
Yes.
So roll your
Um,
d20 and
yep.
then your
Initiative is usually your dex.
initiative modifier, which for you is +2. It's right there at the top of your
Yeah.
sheet.
Okay,
Usually it's
so I
whatever your
got-
dexterity is.
I rolled a 13. And then +2, so
Nice.
15.
Nice.
And Debbie rolled an 8.
Nice. So 15, 13, 8. And the evil lady gets something.
All right. So, Ophelia, you're up first.
I think what I'm gonna do is all right, then
Yes.
I'm gonna pick sleep.
Okay. So then go ahead and roll those D8. I don't know why I said
Which
it
one?
like that.
You turned the hand of Montana for a second there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
got a
ate.
little
Little
southern with
twang.
it. So it's the one that looks like a little diamond.
Yes.
Let's go influencer with it. Oh no.
It's see-through somehow.
I picked the wrong colored die. Let's try
Oh.
my pink ones.
There we go.
I have my medal.
Got
It was like
it.
two pyramids butt to butt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 pyramids butt to butt.
I was
Yeah,
not told about
it's-
this one.
It's 2 of these guys.
Yeah.
I got one.
Oh, it's 8
Okay.
sides.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
And then if you're rolling with real dice, how many are you working with just one dice set?
I have 8 of them in one set.
Okay.
cool.
So yeah, you will
Roll that 8 side
Roll
dice
that.
5 times.
yep, 5 times, add it up.
Mhm.
Wonderful.
If you-
Hold on.
If you want, I can roll a few. And
it's fine. I just have
because
to
I
get
have
my-
like 15 sets.
Oh man.
Because I'm a goblin.
Same.
You said 5 times?
Yep.
3.
I only have my 2 metal sets on hand right now because I don't know what my other ones are. But you know.
Yeah, no, I have a whole
Okay.
Oh wow.
In total, all 5 rolls, 26.
How do you want your magic to look?
I'm gonna give you a visual.
Go for it.
A deep purple version of Lydia's magic from Barbie and the Diamond Castle when she plays the flute.
Uh-huh.
Amazing.
Loving the
That-
reference.
But instead of music notes, deep purple sparkles.
Incredible, amazing, perfect. Yes. So this dark purple like glitter essentially is what I'm hearing is weaving itself out of your fingertips, and you kind of like
Circling.
push, yeah, and you push it in the direction of this priestess, and it hits her, and it kind of all like rains this magical glitter around her. She breathes in, and it's like it does not take hold.
Okay, so we know
Okay.
she has more than 26 hit points.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good to know. So it's still a success in that regard.
Yeah,
Shit.
you still learned something.
Yep.
And isn't that really winning?
Yes,
Yeah.
of course. Unless she kills me, then yes.
Don't worry, we can fix that.
We'll cross that bridge if we get to it.
You have a silvery barge you can use as a reaction if she tries to kill you.
That's true.
Mhm.
All right. Anything you want to do with your... Did you still want to do the Bardic Inspiration as your bonus action?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll leave that. Any changes about movement? Do you want to still go past her? Do you want to stay in the cell for now?
Is she gonna use the opportunity or no? Are we still saying that if I go past that way that I'm good?
You know what? Because I said it at first, I will stick with my word. She will not take the
Okay. Then for now, yes.
Opportunity attack.
Still gonna go 35 feet to the left, towards those
Alright.
lanterns on the left.
All right. And with that, Perkia, it's your turn.
Cool. So, okay. So let me pull my sheet back up. Da-da-da-da. I'm looking to see if there's anything I could do with bonus action, but I just doing one option now. You know what? We can do a couple things. So first, for my single action, Pukio's gonna cast the cantrip Toll the Dead, which is
Love that one.
yep, yes, he needs to make a will save. Wisdom save.
Yeah.
And if she fails, takes 1d12 necrotic, because he's always took damage.
Oof.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, so Pukio's gonna, calms and forts his guitar, he's gonna play For Whom the Bell Tolls by Metallica on it.
Oh, of course, iconic. She rolled a 14 on her
Ooh,
wisdom saving throw.
That barely beats my 13 spell save, so that's unfortunate. I
Mhm.
believe it's just nothing if she beats it, right?
Yeah, is it nothing
Yeah.
or is it half? I don't remember off the top of my head.
Neither do I. Target must succeed on wisdom saving throw. It doesn't say.
Okay, so if it
Hold
doesn't
that.
say, I'm gonna assume that
It's probably nothing.
yeah.
Yeah, I think with cantrips usually it's nothing if
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, well that's fine. So yes, he tries Total Dead, strikes a sour chord. I realize I'm playing my cleric like a bard, but whatever. And it's like, okay, that didn't work. And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Sanctuary on Debbie, because he has the letter.
Mhm.
And that makes it where for 1 minute or until is it Constitution spell? I don't remember. It says for 1 minute, I think.
I think Sanctuary is concentration.
I think so too. We'll roll with concentration. That sounds
Yeah.
right.
I'll double check it, but for now, let's roll with
Yeah.
Sanctuary being concentration.
Yep, but basically, yeah, so for as long as Perkio keeps concentrating for up to 1 minute, anyone that makes any attacks with harmful spells against Debbie needs to make a wisdom save first. If they fail, they need to pick a new target. If Debbie has the letter. And after that, Perkio is gonna hightail it for the exit.
Okay, so it's just to correct myself. It is not concentration,
Okay.
but it does end if the creature being protected makes an attack, casts a spell that affects an enemy, or deals damage to another creature.
That's fine. Our current goal is to get out of here. And if we find Catalyst, free them as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, how far is the exit from us? Roughly.
You don't know.
Okay. But we can see the hall though at least, right? Like
Yes.
Okay, so Perkio's gonna move up to his speed. I think it's 25 feet because of a dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he's gonna hightail 25 feet that way. And for Sanctuary, as he's running, he passes by Debbie. He conjures forth a big kind of like ribbon badge that says, I'm trying to think what it says, I don't know. Big funny ribbon badge with smiley face on it, slaps it on her head, and it creates a magical aura that protects her.
And so this cell is 10 feet by 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Just so we have some perspective.
Yes.
When you're using this movement, are you going past the priestess? She's like right outside the door because she was opening it.
Yes.
So she's right outside the door, kind of off to the right a little bit.
Let me check really quick and see if I have any reaction stuff I can do in case of that. I don't think so. So is he like totally blocking the door?
She's blocking about half of it, like enough that you guys are able to scoot past her.
Okay.
She's also at the edge of the door. So it's like a good 6-foot gap between her and the other edge of the door frame.
Okay. Quick question before I commit to this thing. Is it fair to assume we've had like our preferred equipment drawn? Like Tokyo has a shield and dagger. Do I need to do an action to draw that, or like?
I'll let you guys draw that for free. So any weapons
Okay.
you have, you don't have to spend the action to get them out.
Okay.
I'll let you guys have that.
Got it. Okay, so we'll say Perkio has his shield and dagger drawn. Mostly his shield's important here, and he's going to, instead of moving out, he's actually gonna move kind of like up to Beast Lady and Body Blocker, so that way, in case he tries to move or get in the way of him and his friends, he can like body check her. And yeah, we'll leave the movement there.
All right. All right, so it is Priestess Mira's turn. She's like, oh, this is going to be very annoying. And she is going to go ahead and... Perkio, she's going to go for you, because you're right in front of her.
Let's go.
So, she has 2 weapon fighting. She pulls out a dagger as well. So now she has a scimitar that she's wielding in one hand, dagger in the other. And she's going to try to attack you with both.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll for the scimitar first. Oof. Nope. That was a 7.
That certainly doesn't hit.
And then, so bonus action with the dagger, kind of side swiping, and that is an 18 to hit.
Pokio's AC with the shield is 18, so I don't know if it's meet or beat.
Yeah, we're doing meets it, beats it rules.
Got it. So that does hit.
All right. And that is 5 slashing damage.
Okay, we can hit it. I'm down to 12. So yeah, so Pokio tries to block it, but he's too fast. Slices him like right across the arm. It's like, yeah, that'll hit my sphincter. Yeah.
And she's gonna stay right where she is. And that's her turn. All right, Debbie, what you got?
Debbie is going to pull out her club, and she's going to approach her. I'm going to first use my bonus action to cast Shillelagh.
Sick.
And then she's going to go, I'm sorry, and attack her with the club.
Bonk.
Yeah.
All right. I rolled a 10, but I'm assuming that fails, so I'm going to use my inspo to try to see if I can get preferably a 6 on that. That was a 2. I'm guessing a 12 doesn't hit.
It does not.
So I'm guessing it's like a swing and a miss.
Yep.
And then I am going to
Yeah, it's like
I'm
in
going
trying to
to
avoid
continue-
also hitting Perkio, you just swing a little wide.
Okay, yeah, swing a little wide. Okay. And then I'm not gonna try to push past her because I'm just gonna say I'm gonna say that I'm kind of in the doorway of the cell, so I'm not really gonna move any further than that, right?
Yeah, got you. All right, and with that, we loop back to Ophelia.
Woohoo. What else do I have? Because I already forgot. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. So you've already used one of your spell slots for sleep. So you still have 2 first level spells available, as well as your cantrips, which again you can use over and over again. There's no limit on how many times you can use those.
Okay.
And it's the same deal. 1 action, 1 bonus action, any movement.
I'm gonna use. Can I use the vicious mockery this time?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna use that, and then I'll do the bonus action as well, the bardic inspiration. But this time I'm gonna give it over to Perkio, just because he's been hit.
Right.
Yeah.
You got
Thanks,
it.
Val.
All right, so Vicious Mockery is a wisdom saving throw on my end. All right, that is... Ooh, lucky you. That's only an 8.
And then what am I rolling as well?
Yeah, so you roll damage.
Which
So
is which one?
it's...
Sorry.
So for Vicious Mockery, that is 1d6. So that's your standard die.
Okay. 4.
Right? Am I getting that right?
I think so. What was it? Vicious Mockery?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1d4.
Yeah, it's 1d6 psychic damage.
Okay, I rolled 4.
Duly noted.
I believe that means he gets disadvantage on her next attack. Because that's part of Vicious Mockery.
It does.
What?
Mm-hmm.
So disadvantage means they roll twice. Now
I
take
have
the
to roll
worst.
twice and take the lower of the two.
Yep.
Okay.
And advantage is the opposite. You roll twice and take the better of the two.
Okay.
Yep. This is very helpful.
It is. All right. And you did your bonus action, any movement.
I think I'm going to stay where I am.
Okay, sick. All right, Perkio, it's you.
All right. Let's see what we can do here. Do we want to shove past her or eliminate the threat? You know what? Perkio is going to attempt to shove her. It's my athletics versus her athletics.
Oh, it's just straight athletics versus athletics. All right.
Yeah. And he's going to use that to try to push her to the side to create an opening. So him and...
Oh yeah, no, you do it. That's a natural 1.
Oh, nice, cool. I didn't even roll yet.
Yeah. I figured
roll
since it was a nat 1, doesn't matter what you roll. I'm sure it's not
That's
also
valid.
going to be a nat 1.
I rolled a 15, so that
Oh,
works out.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so Perkio is kind of, tucks in with a shield, body checks, shoves it out of the way. So I'm guessing, positioning wise, probably be positioning her to the other side of the cell door, but now there's the opening we can come out through.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like she's dead in there. And
Yeah.
with that, he's also gonna kind of I think with shove, make them prone. I could make her prone. No, I'm just gonna move them 5 feet out of the way. And yeah, then he's going to step in front, so that way, kind of cutting. So I guess if she's here, the cell door's here. He's gonna move here, so that way, Ophi and Debbie can move past him without triggering her attack of opportunity because he's in the way.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so you saw that. And do I have a bonus action that I want to use? I don't believe so. Nope, that's my movement, my standard action. He's gonna, stand in front of her. Oops! Sorry there, he slipped on a banana peel. And
Right.
yeah, that's end of the turn. It's all you kids.
All right. So it's Mira's turn,
Yes.
and she's gonna go ahead and cast Spirit Guardians.
Ooh, good spell.
Love this one.
Yep.
So she's thoroughly annoyed.
Yes.
And as she swirls her hands around and closes her eyes and is deep in prayer, you see a bunch of little, almost devils, small imps made entirely of magic surround her. It's about a 15-foot circle that now surrounds her.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, that's unfortunate.
It is.
Hmm.
And so for those of you who are within that 15 feet of her, it is 12 necrotic damage.
Do we do a save?
Yes, it is a wisdom save. So on a
Okay.
fail, you take
12.
the full 12. If you succeed, you take 6.
18.
That saves.
Another nat 20.
I was hoping so. All right, so 6 damage.
I miss using physical dice. Now Pokio got a nat 20 again. This die is lucky today. It's doing nat 20s.
Yeah, that also saves.
I got like beginner's luck here that I moved away and stayed where I was.
You did. So you are
Hmm.
outside of that 15-foot radius, so you don't even have to roll.
Okay.
And she's gonna use her bonus action. And I'm just gonna check y'all's character sheets real quick to see if any of you understand what she's about to say.
Oh boy. Then Adventure, probably not for Pokio. He barely speaks common and Dwarven.
Okay, yeah, none of you understand, but she shouts down the hallway, the dark hallway, in a very rough and guttural sounding language. It sounds almost weird coming from her voice because you can still hear the accent that she speaks with in this. And you know, I'll let you all roll an insight check if you want
Absolutely.
to see, even if you don't,
Nine.
even though you
20?
don't understand the language, to see if you can get an idea of maybe what she's saying, because she's obviously not talking to any of you.
Wes-
20? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Question, Miss DM.
Yeah?
So, considering Pokio is also a cleric and sees us cast Spirit Guardians, would it be fair to say that he can at least recognize that's a higher level, like powerful cleric spell? I guess would that be able to give him any kind of advantage on what he's casting?
So she's not, and I'll give you this information for free. She is not casting anything
Okay, never mind.
with her current, like,
Got it.
speaking down the hallway.
Okay.
I got a 1.
I got a 15. 10 plus 5.
All right. So, Perkio, because you are a cleric and you can identify that this isn't a spell that she's casting,
Mm-hmm.
you get the sense she's calling for backup.
Oh, bollocks.
Her little pets are trying to escape, and this
Mhm.
displeases her greatly. And that will end her turn. Debbie.
Okay,
Yeah.
can I get to her, or is she so surrounded by these things that I wouldn't be able to, like...
So you are already within the radius, and these, like, small imps are purely made of magic. They are not actual physical imps that will have their own initiative, do their own damage. That's just the confines of the spell. That's how this spell
I just want to make sure,
appears.
like from an attack perspective, I would physically be able to melee attack. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can get there, and you're already within the radius, so it wouldn't do additional damage until her next turn, if I'm remembering
Okay.
the stuff of the spell correctly.
Okay. So I am going to approach her, and I'm first going to use my bonus action to cast Zephyr Strike.
Mm-hmm.
So I move like the wind, so I don't provoke opportunity attacks.
Okay.
For 1 minute, as long as I'm concentrating. And then also, once before the spell ends, I can give myself advantage on one weapon attack roll, and that attack deals an extra 1d8 force damage on a hit. So I'm doing that first, and I still have my club, and then you'll have to let me know if I'm doing this right. I might be misunderstanding, but I'll read it to you. I'm also going to pull out my scimitar, because I can dual wield. They're both light weapons.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna explain what I want to do first, and then, assuming it's all cool, then I'll character it. But
Yeah.
I want to attack first with my club, and then I want to do a second with Nick Normally that would be a bonus act with my scimitar. Normally that would be a bonus action, but with Nick, it says when I make an extra attack, I can make it as part of the attack action instead of a bonus action. So I should be able to attack with both as one action. And that is on my scimitar that I'm using to make the second attack.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
that
and
does
then
appear to
the
be
thing
the
is with the second attack is I can't add my what is it? I can't add my ability modifier to the extra attack's damage. So the damage will just be a straight, for the scimitar, just a straight D6. I won't get the +2. But if I hit with the club and I do damage, I can roll an extra D8 because of the Zephyr strike. Okay, so all that being said, Debbie's just gonna go, that wasn't very nice. And she's gonna attack with her club. That's a 4. She's gonna miss that. But then she's going to swipe with her scimitar, and that is a 22.
Oh, yeah, that definitely hits.
All right, so I'll roll a straight D6 for that. That's a 6. And then I'll roll a D8 for the extra force damage. That's 5. So 11 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to head down the hallway, trying to follow my friends. And I still have the Zephyr strike, so
Yeah.
An opportunity.
I just have to roll for concentration to see if Spiritual Guardians stays up.
Yes, please.
Which it does.
Okay. And that's my turn.
All right, amazing. Ophelia, back to you.
Hey. Okay. I think I'm going to use the silvery barbs. I just have to remember.
So something would have to be happening to you first for silvery barbs too.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Give me
So-
one moment.
So I think if C were to, let me actually pull it back up.
And can I do attack again?
Yeah, you can attack.
Yeah,
as
you
many
can
times-
attack every turn.
Okay, this is gonna sound really odd, but I'm gonna see if I can do this. If I go into my Thieves tools, can I use my scissors again and just try to stab her somewhere? Is that possible? If I come back, if I do my movement first and I move back, would I be able to do
So yes. That would be considered an improvised weapon. It would just do the same kind of damage as your daggers, though.
Mhm.
that? Darn it.
Yeah, because improvised weapons also are a D4
Okay.
worth of damage.
It'd be nice if I had real weapons.
Yeah, daggers would be a weapon.
No, daggers are good.
Mm-hmm.
Can I help them, moving a little further away from her? Is that possible?
What kind of spells you got?
Not really. That would work on her at least. Let me just check something.
You can try if you have a pair now. I don't know. The memory serves. I think you were saying that since you knew it was gonna let you wing it with whatever spells you want, right? So Thunder Wave is a bard spell. Let me double check that's a bard spell.
Actually-
Bard spell. That might be useful.
Could I do True Strike?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do that then.
Yep.
And then do I still have an action and then a bonus action?
True Strike is one.
So
action.
True Strike is your action.
Okay, cool. And then I'll still do the bonus action, and I'm gonna give it
Well, how many times how many inspos?
Oh
do you
yeah,
So this would be your last.
my
one.
last. So let me not do. Do I have to use it or no?
Mm-mm.
But I'm not gonna use it right now then. And so for movement, I'm just gonna move just about like if I can just walk 5 feet closer so I'm within a 30 feet
Mhm.
distance from her.
Yeah.
Okay,
Easily done.
cool. Then that's what I will do.
Mhm.
Amazing.
And am I rolling for the true strike?
Yeah, so you would, with True Strike. Okay, yeah, so in casting True Strike, part of what goes into that is you're also making a weapon attack. And you get to use your charisma modifier instead of your dexterity modifier. So you would add +3 to your attack roll instead.
And that's the d20.
Yes.
So d20 plus 3?
Yep.
Got it. 23.
Yeah, easily hits. So go ahead and roll damage for that.
Which one? Sorry, the 6.
You said you're using which one?
Is it the 6-sided
The
or
dagger? You're using. Are you using your dagger for the attack?
Yes.
So daggers are a D4.
Okay. Is it the pyramid looking one?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, still learning.
No, you're good. You're good.
4.
Right. Yeah, you use your spellcasting ability for attack and damage rolls. So you get. And you said you rolled 4?
Yep.
So then +3, so you actually do 7 damage
Okay.
for this particular attack.
Got it.
Pretty neat.
Ooh, she's in the red now. Okay. Alright, and you said that's your whole turn?
Yes.
Alright, and again, we're rolling concentration. Okay, yeah, that was enough to break her concentration. Spirit
No
Guardians
more.
is down.
So y'all can make a run for it.
Alright, is that your turn? Alright. Perkio, you're up.
Okay, good. Since you said she's in the red, that's gonna change what I was doing. So, I didn't use that Bardic Inspiration die yet that Ophelia gave me a little while back.
Mhm.
So, yeah, we're just gonna Guiding Bolt right to her face again.
Yeah,
But we're gonna use
absolutely.
the Inspiration die to give me a 1d6 bonus to the attack roll. So,
Go for it.
since Perkio's in kind of up front with her, roleplay wise, he's going to pull out like one of those party poppers, be like, hey, check this out. And, would you believe me if I told you that was another nat 20 this session?
I would, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes you just get really lucky with the dice.
It is. I haven't used my physical dice in a while. I don't know. They might be lucky. Now what's next?
Maybe they're attention hungry.
Maybe. Yeah, so that's 20. I guess I don't even need to use the
So
Bardic Inspiration.
roll damage, and because it was crit, don't forget to double it.
Yep, no problem. First, 2 dice. 1 and 4. Then 5 and 4. That's 9, 10. That's 14 base. I rolled a 1, 4, 5, and 4. So that's gonna be 28 radiant damage total.
And she's out.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Them critting. Holy shit. I love Guiding Bolt.
Yep. That the priestess collapses to the ground. She is dead.
Ooh, ding dong, the witch is dead.
Woo!
Holy shit. Oh, excuse me. I shouldn't be. Oh, I didn't get a chance to put on my makeup, so I'm technically not in clown mode.
Debbie's just gonna go,
Mhm.
oh my god, that was so scary.
You're telling me. I saw her cast that Spirit Guardians. I nearly. I don't want to say it, but Yeah, that she was a pretty powerful, cleric. Let's ransack her body and see if there's anything on there that indicates who she was and what she's doing.
I'm
Besides
down.
the
I saw some
swords.
nice jewelry.
Debbie just runs and
Mhm.
goes and picks up Catlus's friendship bracelet that was on the floor.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Yeah, so I'm gonna investigate the body, to see if not like the ransacker necessarily, mostly see if there's any kind of letters, any kind of insignifiers.
Oh no,
Um,
Ophelia's fully ransacking pocket and
Okay.
stealing from pockets.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So she has the same kind of shift dress that you saw her wearing
Mhm.
yesterday on the gold belt,
Mhm.
but was covered in these black robes with red lining on the inside. She has her dagger, her scimitar, and around her neck is this symbol, which with that 20 that you rolled earlier on the religion check, Ophelia, is the symbol of Laldir, this cult god.
Yes.
There's nothing else super notable on her body. But you do hear shouting and commotion coming from that dark hallway. Her reinforcements are getting ready to show up.
Damn, they're on the way.
Time to run away.
Let's keep an eye out for Catalyst though while we're down here. Can't leave old Ed's Lord to die.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say Debbie just kind of starts running the opposite direction from wherever we're hearing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ophelia's gonna follow her.
How
Yeah,
many
keeping an
cells
eye
are
out for Catless, but also keeping an eye out for anything that might indicate the exit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have all of you roll just a generic wisdom check.
Got it.
See if you can, just from understanding how
That's
a kind of, for lack of a better term, dungeon like this would be constructed, seeing if you can gather where the exit might be.
There's an 18 plus 3, that's 21.
I was 17.
19.
All right, amazing. Yeah, so based off of various like small bits of information that you gather about the space, like the breeze coming from a certain way, the way the sound echoes, you're able to pretty easily navigate throughout this area and through these cells, past these varying rooms, different noises kind of coming out of them. That humming that you heard when you were first coming to consciousness gets a little louder and then fades as you pass the room that it was originating from. And you, a lot more easily than even you all anticipated, are able to find the exit.
Nice.
It's
Very
not
cool.
a door, though.
Oh.
You arrive to what at first appears to be a dead end, and notice in the corner a ladder leading up to what looks like essentially a manhole cover.
Getting out of here. Debbie starts to climb up the ladder.
Before I do, Tokyo wants to do one last perception check around, see if they spot any indication of catalysts where they have gone, are gone, will gone, before they leave. So I guess it's perception, right?
Yeah, I'll let you do perception or investigation.
Okay. I'm gonna do perception, gets a little bit better. Oop, one. It fell off the table. That's a 8.
No, nothing that you can see. Kind of because the voices are still, like, the voices that are pursuing you are still audible, in the rush of the moment and trying to flee with your own lives, you're not seeing any signs of Catless's presence other than the friendship bracelet that Debbie already retrieved from the ground.
Damn. We'll come back for you, Catless. Hang in there, bud. And yeah, Pokio's going to climb up the hole.
Ophelia will be right behind.
Yeah.
All right, and so I'm assuming Debbie, you follow as well?
Yes. Yeah.
All right,
I was
amazing.
already on my way out.
Incredible. So, as you climb out, the sun blinds you. It's about midday now. And you slide the manhole cover back over and quickly try to get your bearings. You are still in Lamentere. Thankfully, you didn't go too far. But instead of seeing the warm and welcoming exterior of the Lover's Embrace, you see a 2-story tan home, fountain in the front, impeccably maintained landscaping. Everything about this district is nice and having this sense of, oh, people with money live here. But this house breathes a refreshing humility. There's this humble feeling. It is still as big and as impressive as the buildings that surround it. But the vibes feel very similar to that loving familial welcome that you all got at the Lover's Embrace. Somehow, by some miracle or act of God, the manhole cover that y'all just crawled out of led you directly to the Bluethorns. This is their house.
Oh, that's good. I really didn't want to do too much more walking. I'm very tired after all that fighting.
I can imagine. Still got this hole on. And
I could use some food right now after that.
Oh, and before we go in, Debbie's gonna reach into her bag and she's gonna pull out a badge. And she's gonna go up to Perkio and she's gonna say, thank you for helping me down in the dungeon. I don't have a badge for killing a lady, but I have this one for bird watching, and so I want you to have that.
Oh, thank you. And he takes it gracefully. Okay, I can make this work. He's gonna pull up the manhole cover, flip the bird down the manhole cover. Like, there we go. There's some bird watching.
Oh, and she's gonna offer Ophelia some cookies.
Yep.
Let me patch up this arm of mine real quick. And yeah, he's gonna use his last spell for the day to healing word his arm, which I think is like a 1d. I don't remember how much it heals actually. It's a 1d4 plus 1d4. It's 1d4.
And are y'all still having this conversation like in the middle of the streets, or are we doing this as we're approaching the front of the house?
Kind of doing this as we approach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Tokyo is gonna mention, how far is the Lover's Embrace from here? Do we know?
Sorry,
The
can
inn?
you repeat that?
How far is the Lover's Embrace, the inn?
This is based off of what you were hearing from the area, and kind of the debriefing session that you went through with your family the previous night. You mentioned the Bluethorns in this conversation. They're like, oh, that's not far from here. That's maybe like a 25-30 minute walk.
Okay. So
Your family was planning on walking you this morning
got it.
to the Bluethorns.
So Tokyo, well, he's technically not Kamo, so Sunny turns to Debbie and Ophelia, says, listen, I'm gonna go back to the Lover's Embrace and make sure the family's alright. I'll meet you guys inside. Please get in there. Give Mr. Bluethorn the letter so we can square that away. I'll catch up with you.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. So Sunny's going to just take the walk over to Lover's Embrace. Kind of really more power jog.
Mm-hmm.
He's not full sprint, but he's gonna power jog. He wants to get there
Yeah.
quickly. And yeah, gotta check in on the family because he was making veiled threats, evil lady, and I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna
We'll
see
go
what the
from
other
there.
two are doing, and then
Yeah.
we'll
Yeah, no
check in
problems. Yeah,
with.
do them first.
Yeah.
Debbie's gonna turn to Ophelia and she's gonna take the letter out and like hold it in both of her hands and she's just gonna be like, let's go deliver this letter and start like walking up to the door and knock on the door of the house.
Yeah.
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 Did you want to add something, Ophelia?
I was gonna, and then I was like, I can't think of anything, so no.
So you knock on the door, and you would expect some sort of servant of some kind to open the door, but not so much. The door very slowly, whoever's opening this door is really struggling with the weight of it. And this small girl, curly blonde hair, beautiful little flower crown, is yanking open the door. She appears to be about 7 or 8 years old. She's like, oh, are you the people that Uncle Damon sent?
Debbie's not gonna crouch down because she's 3 feet tall, but
Yeah, this
so
girl is
probably
half
looking
elf,
up a little
so
bit.
you guys are about the same height.
Yeah. We sure are. Can we come in?
Yeah. I thought there were 4 of you.
Oh, yeah. One of us will be coming, and the other one might be not around.
He might be on vacation.
Yeah. We'll
Did they
talk
die?
we'll talk to your dad about it.
Okay. Yeah, come on. She ushers you in and she's like, Christina, can you get the door for me? It was really heavy to open and I want to take these new friends to go see Dad. And you just hear, I got it, dear. Go ahead. And it's like, just the same way that Perkio was power walking, almost jogging to go, see their family. She is leading you the same way. Just like, okay. But hers is a little less of a concern, like I'm in the zone, and more of a new friends kind of skip. And she leads you into a study. It's floor to ceiling bookshelves. There's a very like fancy kind of chaise lounge by a beautiful set of bay windows, a dark wood desk over on the side, with a very fancy looking chair. And you are in the study of Bluethorn Manor. You see a human man, blonde hair, appearing about middle age, sitting at the desk. A kind of late teens, early 20s girl laying across the chaise lounge, very curly, dark hair, olive skin. And they are not startled, but surprised by your presence. More so, again, by the lack of you. Like, I'm assuming you are the party that Uncle Damon sent, and this is the older girl on the chaise lounge.
Yeah.
Huh? Well, 2 of us.
And the other 2, we heard there were 4.
Yeah, one had to go check on some family, and the other one might be dead. Hoping not. But we don't know.
Okay. And she turns to look at who you gather to be Viscount Josue Bluethorn. It's like, right. Yes, we'll have someone look into that. We'll find them.
Awesome. This
And
is for you.
thank you. It's like, Cecilia, can you read this while and she's like, yep, I got them. And she's the one who opens the letter, begins reading, and Josue pulls out a small purse and starts pulling out coins. He's like, I know, Damon, Lord Beaumont, said that he would pay all, but I'm going to cover it. I owe him. He did a lot for us in even doing this and hiring you all to get this information to us, so I will cover the cost. Whatever fee he promised you, I will pay it. And pulls out about, in total, like 80 gold to be split among the four of you.
Wow.
Oh,
like,
Thank you.
my God.
I know your fourth is not with you, but I will allow you all to give that to them when we find them.
Great. Thank
Because
you.
I-
Thank you. And
I
she,
will
like,
ensure your reunion.
bows. She isn't quite sure what to do.
And as you're all having this conversation, you hear this voice coming from the hallway. Sounds to be like the girl, teenage mid-20s, male. Dad, something in this manuscript's really concerning. Oh, is that the... And this young half-elven male walks in. It's like, oh, is that the letter from Uncle Damon? Do we know what it says? Like, what did he say about the note that we found? And Cecilia's like, well, we'll talk about it later. I'm still reading. And he, like, butts in, and the two of them start arguing over who's going to finish reading the letter first.
Hmm.
All right, so we will find your missing friend. If what we suspect about this group is as we believe it is, I think I know where he is. We will get him.
Thank you.
Oh, thank God. Oh, here. She pulls out a bag that's full of friendship bracelets, and she just goes, I wasn't sure how many children you have, but I made these for your children.
Oh, that's so sweet. Amara, and the little girl in second, she's like, yeah, is this something I can know about? He's like, yeah, look. She's like, friendship bracelets? I made friendship bracelets. And she goes and she runs and she grabs them. And she brings them back. They have your names on them. They look like they were made out of pony beads. If pony beads were made out of silver.
Ooh.
Wow. This is beautiful.
This girl is
Thank you.
dedicated to her arts and crafts.
Thank you.
Yeah, Debbie puts hers on immediately.
It's like,
Ophelia's
okay.
gonna put hers on as well.
Okay, they all fit. Good. I was really worried that they weren't. Because last time we had some friends come over, one of them was really big and it didn't quite fit him. I had to make him a different one, but I also made him a flower crown, which did fit. And so I was worried that I wasn't going to get the right sizes, but they fit. Yay. She's like shaking. She is so excited. Right. do we have any other business here that we want to do before we pan over to Perkio checking in?
Well,
Good.
I think we're just gonna chill with Amara in the meantime and just
Yeah.
kind of have a little like mini conversation with her. That's
Alright,
not
amazing.
necessarily important to the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as this is happening, Perkio, you get there fairly quickly.
Mm-hmm.
With your pace, it only takes you about 15 minutes
Okay.
to get there. Like you
Mhm.
were hustling.
Yeah, hustle and bustle.
And you walk in and everyone's in the bar area. They're not quite open yet.
Mm-hmm.
But they're cleaning things up and getting ready to set up for the day, and oh my god, and it's the woman from before,
Yep.
your cousin.
Yep.
I'm gonna name her Rosie.
Yeah.
Your cousin Rosie.
That sounds fun.
And she's like, oh my god, where did you go? We went to go wake you up this morning so that we could all walk to the Bluethorn Manor together like we discussed last night, and you guys were just gone. Are you okay?
Yep. So Sonny goes up to her. He hugs her. He's like, "Are you guys okay?"
Yeah, we're fine.
Okay.
We were just worried about you.
Some people, it seems, kidnapped us in the middle of the night. We woke up in a dungeon.
My god.
Trying to remember what was the lady's name again. Lady something or other. Fuck.
Mira.
Yeah. Thank you. So I can. Yep. Yeah.
No, you're good.
It's like this this noble looking lady, Lady Mira. She and her people kidnapped us. It seems he spotted some kind of evil cult to a god of sacrifice, Laldir.
And
See
you
the
see,
logo.
as soon as you say Laldir, everyone stops what they're doing. The
Don't worry.
cult of...
Lady Mira is no longer a problem, but the cult probably still is.
God, if the cult is back, we gotta... They are visibly panicked at the thought that this cult is making a reemergence in the city. But
Come here.
but
bring
you're
me to-
okay, right?
Yes. We're okay. I'm okay. My friends are okay. Most of them. Have you all seen by any chance a dark and brooding fairy person with blue wings?
No, I can't
Okay.
say that we have.
I'll
But
keep an eye out for 'em.
We'll let the other tavern areas and the owners in the city know, and we'll keep an eye out.
Thank you, thank you. Sorry to bring you some bad news, but
No, we're just
I'm
glad that you're safe.
I'm glad you're safe. I'm not gonna get into it.
And they just all like group hug, like you don't even get to finish your sentence.
hmm. Oh, I'm just glad you're okay. Alright. I hate to eat and run, but I do have
No,
some
do what
business
you need to do.
proposals.
We'll check in with you later.
Thank you. Oh, here's a little something. He pulls out from his bag, a little bag of some cookies from Debbie that he saved, from the trip. And he's like, "Oh, here's some extras for you guys. Thank you for everything."
Of course.
And
Come visit us soon.
Absolutely.
Later. Come back later.
We'll come back later. And before he leaves, he dramatically, waves out his hand, uses his magic kit, puts on his makeup, and now he's in clown mode. He's Pinocchio again. Okay, got more kids to entertain. And he heads on back to the Bluethorn place.
Off you go.
Yep.
All right,
And-
so you re-enter, you join the rest of the party right as they're doing the friendship bracelet exchange.
Perfect. So, Pinocchio pops in, full clown makeup. He's like, "Oh man, just in time. Here for the friendship bracelets." And, he'll pull out, do some confetti, be like, "Huzzah! Never fear, I'm always queer. Your friendly neighborhood Pinocchio, Choice Hilarious is here."
And the little girl is like, "There's a clown!" She is
The one and
so
only.
excited. she
And-
starts, like, just from excitement, because she can't
Mhm.
shake any harder than she's currently shaking from excitement. Like a
Mhm.
small dog, she starts just running laps around the room.
Yep.
She's giving Chihuahua energy.
Let's go. He's laughing. He plays along with does some cartwheels. He'll pull out another rubber chicken from his bag of chickens. Just, honking, play with it. Pulls out one of those like flowers that squirts water. All types of little gimmicky, trinkets and whatnot.
Mhm.
They're teen little kids. Yeah, he's like, oh, I heard there were some kids in need of laughter, so here we are. Yeah.
Okay. They're like, it's like, okay. Is your family all right? And it's just the dad talking.
That. Yeah, he turns and he gives a dramatic bow. Ah, Viscount Bluethorn, I take it. Yes, thank you for your concern. They're all right. Seems Lady Mira must have kidnapped us somehow in the middle of the night without alerting them.
Yes, we
Oops.
were afraid that she would
Mhm.
try and run some
Mhm.
interference on this, so I'm glad you all were able to make it out all right. And we will hire security to
Thank you.
watch over your family and until we can get this whole situation completely
Absolutely.
finished.
We'll still be in the city for a while. We don't need to run back to Lord Bluemont anytime soon. If there's anything we could do to help, please say the word.
I appreciate it. We will keep that in mind.
Like, he kind of his expression turns, I don't say dour for a second. He's like,
Mhm.
these people threatened your family, mine. And as
Yes.
as another fellow native from the city, no one messes with our families.
Yes.
We'll take care
I
of them.
agree. And he goes and does like the
Yeah, like the little
bro hand
bro
grab
handshake.
of like,
I think they call it like the Roman handshake thing where you grab the arm and come in.
yeah, it's like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
full.
Yeah.
Like, no one messes with our families.
Mm-mm.
All right. Anything else you all want to get done before we wrap up for today?
We're good.
I'm gonna have Ophelia initiate a group hug between the three of them.
Let's go!
Debbie gets so excited and is like, "Oh, I'm so happy!"
Tokyo is ecstatic. Oh, we did it! We brightened your little dark moods of joy. Here, have a chicken. Oh man. On a side note, I do
Alright.
want to go into prestidigitation cantrip at some point for him, just to do more magical shenanigans.
So, to kind of lead us into our epilogue of the session,
Mm-hmm.
you successfully return the letter to the Bluethorns, and they begin the process of figuring out what to do with this information that was sent to them. They do not disclose what information it was out of fear that
Yeah.
like knowing too much puts you all in even more danger. It's like if we need additional help with this, we will let you know then.
Mm-hmm. Makes
But
sense.
to keep you safe for now, we're going to hold this a little closer to the chest. And so you leave Bluethorn Manor and return to the Lover's Embrace. You are all heartily welcomed, and however much overbearing love you felt last night, just at your arrival,
Mm-hmm.
it is doubled with your safe return.
Cute.
And knowing that this family of influence in town is going to look for your friend, and that other locals in the area are also going to be keeping an eye out for Catless. Despite the nerves of what could be happening to Catless in this moment, you rest relatively easily,
Mm-hmm.
knowing that you have done all that you can in this time
Yeah.
to successfully accomplish what you were sent here to do.
Mm-hmm.
And that is where we end for today.